Hi, chat. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? It is good to see all of you. This is indeed Wheeled. Cookie, thank you so much for the 34. That is a lot of months. Yes. Holy butts. That is wild. Thank you so much. Please enter all your subby perks for a whole month more. And also, I saw Noisy coming in with the 23 months. That is also a lot of months. What the heck? Thank you so much, both of you. Please, both of you, enjoy all your subby perks. Ooh, sorry. For a whole month. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate those resubbies a lot. Also, I'm gonna see who got first crew. Peace, Hollow, Esther, Felipe, and Koki. Congratulations on snatching one of the first 5. I hope you guys enjoy your part of the cool crew of today. Thank you so much for being early as I start the stream. Hollow, welcome in. Esther, welcome in. Felipe, welcome in. Morg, welcome in. Faye, welcome in. Alma, welcome in. Peace, welcome in. Sharon, welcome in. Thomas, welcome in. Kate, welcome in. Amy, welcome in. Thoughts, welcome in. Riri, welcome in. Magda, welcome in. Alicia, welcome in. DTAF, welcome in. Dea, welcome in. Allison, welcome in. Butterfly, welcome in. Leaky, welcome in. Jane, welcome in. Sunsibs, welcome in. Koki, welcome in. Joe, welcome in. Singularity, welcome in. Nuts, welcome in. Noisy, welcome in. Why So Grumpy, welcome in. Serenella, welcome in. Capricorn, welcome in. Tanisha, welcome in. Mimbim, welcome in. Nora, welcome in. Lorzy, welcome in. Mark, welcome in. Lasira, welcome in. Anna, welcome in. Also, Maria, welcome in. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to chat. It is so nice to meet you. And Carmoon, welcome in. I hope all of you are doing amazing today. That was a lot of welcome ins. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Feel free to ask. I love that. That's so cute. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies. I appreciate it. And I hope you have a good travel back from your parents. And also, Lorzy, thank you so much for the hydrate. We have a cheeky little Red Bull. And I just noticed we have a cheeky little toot. Hi. Gaming again. You guys are spoiled. But I'm spoiled too because I get to game 4 times this week. That sounds like I have parents telling me that I'm not allowed to game. I'm like, I get to game 4 times this week. Um, all the sounds at the same time. Hi, you. It's good to see you. And Influera, welcome in. Yeah, the save issue is really stupid. I cried about it. For anyone who hasn't seen Discord, I wanted to do some building for the mod mansion. Like I decided together with Lena. Um, I was gonna do some building off stream to basically like finish things like the landscaping in the butler apartment, like the parts that weren't necessarily the most interesting to see. Like obviously it's still nice because it's building, but to sort of speed off the project a little bit. And then I tried to open the save and it already took really long to load, which was weird. And then I loaded in and it loaded into one of the worlds that I hadn't played in at all, and it had all the default EA builds, and I was like, huh, this is weird. This is supposed to be a completely empty save file. The base game worlds were still empty, like all of them, no builds in there, even though I'm pretty sure they used to be builds in there. And then only like all the other worlds were just reset to the default, and I had 2 other save files where that happened. Like no idea how or why or when it happened. But basically the mod mansion is gone. This exactly, yes. Thank you so much for the 50 biddies. Also, DTF, welcome in, and Molly, welcome in. I hope both of you are doing well. Also, sending all the bestest of vibes to you, Joe. I'm so sorry about the cat-related emergency. Those things really freaking suck. Here is all the positive vibes that I have for today. Um, We all know Scott keeps you from gaming usually. Actually, sometimes, like, we specifically made a gaming setup downstairs because I like, I mean, I became a streamer for a reason. I like gaming so much that sometimes I also game to, like, just relax and be like a gremlin, and not talk to anyone. And he's like, "Yeah, but you're always in your room, and that's not fun." So then he was like, "But I also like gaming and being a gremlin. So if we make a setup downstairs, then you can bring your laptop, and then you can game downstairs, and I can game downstairs, and then we can game together." And I was like, "Okay." So yeah. Um, um, vibing on the Cato sound, same. Also, I love that all of you guys are doing group hugs now. That is so cute. What The Sims? I know. I know. It's really bad. I was actually like, I legit, no joke, cried about it. Like, I went downstairs to Scott and he was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I lost my Sim save and I worked on it for 7 months and now it's gone." So yeah, I cried. The whole save file's gone. Yeah. Like, the save still exists, but it just doesn't have anything in it that I ever made. So I think it somehow reset itself, and that happened to 2 other saves, and 2 other saves that had that were, like, saves that I hadn't played with in a really long time. Basically, it was like my Sims in Bloom save that I once started just for myself. And another, I think it was like a Shell Tour save. So those were, like, not super important, and the weird thing is the Shelter save did have a proper backup, but for some reason, the save with the mod mansion, also when I, like, loaded back the backup version, it also had all the things missing, and I really do not know what happened. I don't think it's the update. I think personally what happened is I disabled some packs, and with going into offline mode and then restarting my game with packs disabled, I think that actually caused things to glitch out, which in a way is my own fault. I could have, like, I should have taken that pack command line out. It still shouldn't happen. Like, this should not break your game this bad because I didn't open those saves. I have a specific save file that is literally called pack disable save that I use whenever I disable packs because I know otherwise it breaks other saves. I've lost franchises. I've spent 400 hours on Madam before. Oh, I'm so sorry, Peace. It really sucks that so many of us have experience of losing save files in games. Um, but yeah. Oh no, Lysira. We all just cried together. We all just cried together. Yeah, it's literally like it's so heartbreaking because it's one of those projects. Also, it was so close to being done. Like, I was gonna spend this week and next week on all of the general areas, and then we had 2.5 bedrooms left, which would have probably, like, I could have finished it in 2 to 3 weeks. And the whole reason it's taken this long is because I also got stalled a lot with, like, game updates, because there's been 2 expansion packs and, like, I think 2 patches that broke the game so bad that I couldn't build for, like, 2 weeks, I guess. So it's been just really frustrating that I wanted to finish this project so long ago, and it already took way longer than I wanted for most reasons that were out of my control. Like, obviously, sometimes I pick different games to play, but I was like so ready to finish it. And then something stupid like this happens. And it's also the very first time I've lost a save file. Like, that has never happened to me before. So it's like that sort of like that first time that you fail a test in school, like it hurts extra bad. I do have the footage, yeah. So we recorded everything, and up until the last time that we were building, Lina is actually also editing everything down for YouTube. So what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna basically finish the remainder bedrooms as just rooms, so that we can still get to know. Like, we were working on Esther's room, so I'll just like basically recreate what I've done with Esther's room and then finish it, and then we're gonna finish or like start finish Charlotte's room and start finish Abu's room. And I'm gonna just make sure to include that into the, like, the YouTube series because the whole point is that I was thinking, "Oh, we can make, like, a really nice YouTube series." The only huge downside is that I won't be able to add any screenshots to any of the speed builds. I won't be able to, like, add any cinematic footage to, like, overall just sort of around the mod mansion, walking around, stuff like that. All things like I was actually planning to do sort of this really beautiful like cinematic shots and stuff also as an intro, and all of that is now just out of the window. So now it's gonna be a little bit of a scuffed YouTube project. Um, It's gonna be like, I'm still gonna post the speed builds, but it's just never gonna be an actual completed project. And I'm also really curious how I'm gonna be making thumbnails. Because I cannot go back and take pictures because the build literally doesn't exist anymore. So I think I'll just have to take like scuffed screenshots from moments where I like showed the build off on stream. Like go back into my own recordings and find moments where I sort of can take screenshots from the recording. But all in all, it makes me so sad. Like it's just I've had a week. Like this is one of those weeks where just nothing seems to be going right. So this was like the cherry on the cake of things that are going wrong, and I hate it. Um, Nova, thank you so much for the 4-month resub. I appreciate it. Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Thank you, thank you. And also Desi, welcome in, and So the Storm, welcome in, and Pauline, welcome in, and Love Ghosted, welcome in, and Sage, welcome in. It is really good to see all of you. This week has been weeking, yeah. On like even in the background there's a lot of things that I like don't publicly share because they involve other people, and it's not things that like are like necessarily something that I want to share publicly. But I wrote a message for my mods because there were a couple of things where I was like, oh, you know what, it actually might be useful if the mods are up to date on certain things that are going on in the background. And I wrote it out and I was like, holy shit, that's actually quite a lot of stupid things that are all happening at once. And then this came on top of that, and I was like, really weak? This is what you're testing me with right now? Also, Triz, hello. It is so good to see you. Thank you so much for the freaking 42-month resub. That is bonkers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month. I appreciate it. Also, it's so good to see you. I hope you're doing amazing. And Cassie, welcome in. And Raven, welcome in. Yes, big group hug. Big group hug for all of you. Also, always when I give group hugs, I do this as if you guys are all in my microphone. Like you guys are just tiny little humans in my microphone, and I talk to you guys. I like talk in your ears. Also, just keep touching my microphone with lipstick. Perky subs. Hey, I mean, sometimes those subs feel perky, you know? Also, hi, Matthias. It's good to see you. That's exactly where you are, right? You guys all live in this, like, microphone. Like, we don't need a mod mansion. We have a mic mansion. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. There is actually a mommy command, Matthias. There is. It's a bit crowded, but we cozy. I'm happy to hear that you guys are cozy. Aw, thank you, Maria. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, The Sims has so many issues, and like the thing is, I love the game, and I always try to be like quite positive, even though I'm not like trying to ignore all the issues. I'm also like trying to not focus on them too much. But this week that was very difficult. Um, Chris, I don't know why the alert is not happening. I think the alert already took weekend. There we go. Um, yes. Chris, thank you so much for the 200 bits. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What the heck? And thank you for kicking off the hype train. And then, Matthias, thank you so much for giving me another tab scare because, funnily enough, I do actually have other tabs open because I was watching someone stream when I started streaming myself. So I was like, what do you mean? Can you guys hear Becky's stream? For a second, I thought that's what you meant, but thank you for the 500 biddies. Thank you guys so much for the hype train. Or the safari. That's already at level 2. What the heck? Yes. Yes, Lavender. I literally said this also, like, I think it was 6 months ago or something. I was like, I genuinely, at this point, I don't even care if they want to release DLC for the next coming 10 years. I don't care if they have content or, like, ideas that can keep The Sims 4 alive for another decade. Like, let's freaking go. I probably won't buy it all because I don't think we need that much more, but if that's their strategy, that's fine. but at least let them take a year off to fix everything. Because I think if they do that, their player base will all, like, pledge their infinite loyalty because that's everyone's just been asking, "Fix the game." If they fix the game, then everyone will enjoy the game for another decade. If they don't fix the game, they're gonna lose players faster than that they can, like, bring out DLC, which we all know they can do that pretty fast. Um, yeah, it would be really nice if they focus on fixing things instead. And I don't understand, like, yes, I know it's not gonna be short-term money, but I think it's like, it would be long-term investment, to fix the game. Also, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Thank you, thank you. And thank you for acknowledging the facts. Yeah, they are definitely doing more than before. Absolutely. I've seen them make an active effort and try to better their communication in at least like acknowledging that certain issues are there and there are things that they're also fixing and they are trying to release like patches for bugs quicker and stuff. But if you look at how broken things are, it's just not enough yet. Like there needs to be more and I think the only way that they can properly do that is not release any DLC for a while. Riri, thank you so much for the 250 biddies. I appreciate it. Yes, I agree. Also, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Um, bring out little cosmetic things. Yes. Yes, that would be so smart. Also, Matthias, thank you so much for gifting us up to not Rosanna. Not Rosanna. Enjoy not being Rosanna, I guess. And all of your subby perks. Thank you, thank you. Also, Lizzie, welcome in. It's good to see you. And Madison, welcome in. And Mifi, welcome in. And Chris, I don't know if I said hi, but hi, it is good to see you. And Danielle, welcome in. I hope all of you are having such a good Friday. Um, yes, of course, Joe. I'm sending you all more good vibes. There you go. And also thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you're doing good. Um, but exactly thoughts. Like if they can even if they feel like they have to release DLC for like because they cannot take a full break, let them just release kits. Because items, cosmetic things rarely broke the game. Like it has happened that there was like a weird bug with something. Like obviously there was a weird bug with clothing and stuff, but those are all relatively easy fixes. But no big DLC. No gameplay. Nothing. No worlds. Yo, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. And thank you all so much for cheering me up and just venting with me about The Sims. It's really nice to know that I'm not alone in my sadness and frustration over losing a Sim save file. And also, I'm glad, like, I know it sounds really strange, but in a way, I'm happy that right now in this like phase of my content, I'm also doing other things than just The Sims. Like not just like playing Minecraft right now, but also doing co-working and doing IRL and like doing like the Dragon Song Tavern the other day and just in general having a little bit more freedom because I think if I had just been a Sims creator and I was just playing The Sims, nothing else, I would have probably been even more stressed and hurt over this. But now I'm like, I have so many other really cool things that also bring me a lot of joy, and I have such a wonderful community that, yes, this game is here, but if the game doesn't work for a day, we're also going to survive. Whereas when I started streaming and I just when I started streaming, I was variety for a little bit, but as soon as I settled on like, okay, Sims is my main game, I would have so much stress, like so much stress that like when the game wasn't working. Like I'd be like, "Oh my god, but what am I going to stream?" Um I have that thought. So the thing is, I do this for the Not So Berry challenge and I do this for the Pack Legacy. I upload the houses and I upload the Sims regularly and I back up the saves regularly. Um Matthias, thank you so much for the 69 biddies. Very nice. um for some reason with the mod mansion, I made the shell and I uploaded it, but the shell was basically the point where I was like, okay, from now on out, I'm going to be using custom content for windows, doors, pools, etc. So it's a very bare bone shell. And from that point, I worked on it for 7 months and never thought to back it up to the gallery because I backed up the save file itself multiple times. But obviously, the name of the save file is the same. So even if I rename that save file slot and I place it back, it doesn't work. Also, I see so many of you got the cat. You all got Mice cat. That's my favorite hype train emote. That is literally my favorite hype train emote. Also, hi, Allison. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. You did remember it right. Let's freaking go. Um, but thank you guys so much for the hype train. I appreciate it. We need to get to a level 111 train. That's the only one I'm missing. I don't think ever that will happen on this stream. And that's no shade to the community, but a hype train level 111 is actually insane. Like, I don't know how that would be possible. I think in my direct circle, like people that I actually know, the highest hype train I've ever seen was level 26. And I think the highest hype train I've ever seen was the one from Thor, but that's been a year ago at this point. You're saying we can't do it? No, I'm saying that I don't want all of you to go that broke. You're all good, Maria. Don't worry, don't worry. So a hype train is basically it's a Twitch exclusive thing. So it makes sense that if you're new to Twitch that you've never heard of it. I'm more than happy to explain. So what happens, you can as a creator turn this off. So it doesn't mean that it will happen in every stream that you hang out, but it's a Twitch feature where if 3 people consecutively subscribe, cheer bits, which is like the digital currency here on Twitch, or use any third-party extensions, like I have the sound alert extension where people can, like, play a sound on stream using bits. If 3 of those events happen from 3 different people, so it cannot be the same person doing 3 things, it will kick off this event called a hype train, and basically every person after for a limited amount of time that cheers bits, subscribes, gift subs, uses third-party extensions, stuff like that, will contribute to the hype train. So there will be an overlay on chat and it will tell you which level it is and which percentage within that level. The higher you get in the levels, like basically the bigger the contributions need to be to get to the next level. And by the end of the hype train, so when the time runs out, if you have reached a certain level, people that have participated will unlock a special emote. So Twitch every once in a while will release a new set of hype train emotes. For the past, I think 2 or 3 releases, they've actually worked with artists that will that are actually streaming on Twitch. So some people just got that like cat that is walking with their sunglasses on. That cat, like let me post it in chat for you. This one is actually made by a friend of the stream by Mai, and she got to design 3 emotes, I believe, for the last hype train batch. And by participating in the hype train, you have a chance to unlock it. And it is basically a way to build like momentum and hype around people being really generous and supporting the streamer. So it's basically just gamifying monetization, if you think about it. Rainbows, thank you so much for being here. It is good to see you. How are you doing? Hello, hello. How do we use the sound alert thingy? So you have to scroll down in the panels, and then there is like a little overlay thingy. Wait, let me show you because I always feel like as soon as I start explaining that, that becomes really vague. So if you have Twitch, if you scroll all the way down, there is this, and then these are the sound alerts that I have set up. That you can use, and then you can see like how much bits they cost. So you do have to have bits in your wallet, and then you can use it. Hi, Liv. So this is basically a third-party extension. I know a lot of people use it. For some people, it also, I don't know why it says stream is offline because I'm clearly live, but for some people, it will also have an overlay on the stream. It kind of depends where the streamer places it themselves. I prefer to have it in my panels. I actually don't know how it shows up on mobile because I never watch streams on mobile. Yeah, of course. I'm more than happy to explain things. I remember when I joined Twitch 5 years ago and I was in Lil Simsy stream and I had no idea what was going on. I was so confused by everything. Like, she was like, "Oh, thank you for the bits." And I was like, "What are bits?" And then someone gifted subs, and I got a sub, like, that was gifted to me, and I was like, "A gift? How does that work? What, someone just gifted me something? Do they know me?" Like, I didn't really understand what was going on. So, yeah, you're definitely not alone. And they also keep implementing new things and changing things, so we all just learn together, and if you ever have any questions, you can always ask. I Googled how bits worked at some point. I think I did that too. I ended up looking it up. I think I watched a YouTube video of like, what are Twitch bits? Also, Matthias, thank you for the ginormous booty in chat and for the 50 biddies. Um, I didn't say hi earlier, but I'm back. Hi, Liv. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. Um, Love that gift subs only go to randoms. I mean, you can gift subs to specific people, but if you do like multiple gifted, they always go to random people. Um, but I mean, you know this. I mean, you know this. You found a game you're addicted to. What game? Oh my god. Did you guys see that? I forgot I had a straw in my Red Bull. I was about to go like this and try to drink it, and then I was like, "What is that in my face?" And there was a straw. It's called Toys and Candy Store Simulator. Ooh, that sounds fun, actually. That would be a clip. I almost poked out my own eye. It's good that I have, safety goggles on. It's on sale for, like, $3. That's dangerous knowledge. Shoo! Thank you so much for the 5-month resub. I appreciate it. Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole more month. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, how are you doing? Welcome in. It's good to see you. Also, the ads are currently in progress. After the ads, we're actually gonna start gaming. Are you guys ready? Um, anyone know? Ooh, wait. Hollow, quick question. Your question in mod chat, you're saying there's a discount on gifted subs? Yes, we did do the wheel spin from yesterday. There is? I don't see it. Also, Maggie, hi, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. 30 on 5 or more? There is. Huh? Matthias, what the heck? Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for proving that. By discount, they mean it's back to the original price before the increase. Yeah, because the thing is, I can set up custom sub discounts now, and I'm gonna set up a custom sub discount for Monday when we're doing the celebration stream. So I'm confused as to why you guys are seeing a discount now because I haven't set anything up. I mean, I'm not complaining; it's nice, but I'm just confused as to why it's there. But I guess we're just gonna take it. I guess we're just gonna take it. But thank you so much for the 5 gifted. To everyone who just got gifted a sub, please do enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month. Um, but yeah, now I'm actually kind of curious how, if I can see anywhere. I can change the name of the subscriptions? Since when can I name subscription tiers? I can literally change the name of tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 subscriptions. I've never seen that before. Okay. Um. Okay, so I will start a promotion, like an actual discount for Monday. But that's weird. I currently don't have any discounts going on, so I can't see how long it will take, like the current discount. Why you guys see that and why we have it, I have no idea. Um, you did not mean that. Also, we're gonna go into Minecraft. Romotion, as in like promotion. I guess it's a Twitch one, yeah. I'm guessing it's then Twitch side that thank you for the lurk, Esther. I appreciate it. We would need cool names. That would be fun, yeah. But we'd have to think about that. We would have to think about that. Also, I can go here already. I just have to wait until my game actually loads. Um I would also have to make sure, like, I would have to do a little test if I change the name, what that would look like, and if that would still be clear for people. Um, because right now it's just called, like, channel sub, and then, like, a call-in, and then the price, and I wouldn't want it to become, like, really confusing for people what they're subscribing for. A Brahmanan figure. Hi, Bubble Dragon, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Okay. So, what is the plan for today? Not this way. This way. We are going to start with a little board and do some brainstorming. So I'm going to get some materials so that we can make a little board. I guess I'll just take some oak wood. Maybe I'll take spruce instead of oak wood, honestly. I can take both with me. Then we definitely need some thank you so much for who drew that minion? Thank you for the big minion in chat. We can take some glowstones to light up the thing. We can, I guess, take some plants to decorate. I think that would be cute. I could take some flowering azalea leaves as well. This is in the wrong chest. And then I'm gonna need signs. And I have, like, a lot of, signs from the pale oak left, so I might as well just take those and use them. Thank you! Thank you, thank you. So this is just my storage room, that I built the other day. Let me go up here so I can properly show you, like, a little bit of an overview. So we have, like, some chandeliers in here. And this is, like, unused space for now. I think we could always use this if we ever have, like, any overflow storage or anything. We can, like, have some extra chests on here if need be. For now, this is just, like... no, because I desperately ran out of space in the secret basement. So I really had to build a separate room. Because as you can see right now, a lot of these chests are empty. But as soon as we're going to get into the building phases of things, I am going to be chopping. I'm going to be mining. I'm going to be gathering a lot of resources and probably, like, I'm going to need a lot of storage for that. Also, hold on. This song, I don't like it. And I realized that I was kind of, like, mushing a lot of things in similar chests together because I ran out of space. And that meant that I kept looking for my stuff. I couldn't find anything. We're playing on normal difficulty. So the server is just set to normal. Luckily. Thank God. But it is a PvP server, so if we run into other players, we are technically allowed to unalive them. And we are allowed stealing and looting and stuff, so people can come in to steal our stuff. That is what originally happened. I'm settled here with two of my friends, so I can do a quick little toursy. So this is our shared farm area. So that's our wheat farm. We have our barn, bamboo. We have our carrot and beetroot farm, sugarcane. In the barn, we have two cow crushers, we have some pigs, we have sheeps in all the colors. On that island over there, we have my friend Amber, and then basically further in the back, we have my friend Maggie. And all of us are going to be building here together. So this is, like I said, shared area. This is our tree farm. That's why it's just really full of trees. This is where Amber is, and this is where Maggie is. This is the area where Maggie is going to be building her theme park. So it kind of connects through water and a little bit of land to where Amber is going to build her theme park. And then we're going to connect through the mountain. So from here, we're going to dig a tunnel straight, like sort of straight through. Because this is where I'm going to be building my theme park. These plant lights, gorgeous. Wait, oh, you mean the glowberries? Yes, the glowberries are really pretty. It's going to be so gnarly. The timing. Hi, Kiwi. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. That jump scared me. Hi. It is going to be so gnarly. That's what we were thinking. The last time that I played, which was yesterday evening, we built this beautiful dirt bridge and path over the water so we could get from our house over the ravine, over the water, and we basically marked up this entire area. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to chop all the trees that are outside of our area. And we're going to probably make a little I still have to continue the path here, by the way, because right now this is not connected. But we're also going to have to make a little design for ourselves of like what kind of walls we want to put around it, because my theme park's going to be fantasy forest. And I was thinking castle walls with like moss and flowers and trees around it, and then like little castle towers. And then there's going to be like an official entrance. That's kind of what I was thinking. What we're going to have to do today is we're going to make a little idea board where we can write some things down, and where we can basically, there's a sound in this song that confuses me so much. It's like a sweeping sound. But that's not that's not in the song. What am I hearing in game? You guys hear that too, right? Oh, there's phantoms. Oh, hi bitches. But they can't reach me here. Lol. That is so funny. I was like, what the fuck do I hear? Are you gonna try to attack me at my house? Please do. That would be so funny. I mean, I'm happy to try and shoot you out of the sky. I actually hit you. Lol. I actually killed it with my bow. Can't believe that I did that. I'm notoriously bad at shooting, so... hit another one! This is actually kind of fun. This is good target practice. Okay, can you, like, hover again a little bit? I never know what to do if I accidentally have, like, another arrow loaded already. Okay, so, as I was saying, before the rude phantoms disturbed us, we're gonna make, like, a little sign, with all the ideas, like, just general idea board of things that we want to build. And I want to walk around the area of where we're going to be building to actually, like, basically mark out where we want to escape on keyboard. Oh, I might have, wait, let me try that. No, that loads that. And then as soon as I let go, it basically shoots an arrow. Did I take all the things? I think for now I took all the things that we need. I also made a waterfall that we still have to make pretty. But for now, we're gonna take our little dirt path. The Hawkeye. If an arrow is loaded, switch to another tool. Oh, thank you. That's actually smart. Okay, so this is basically where the border of our theme park starts. We spent a lot of time on lighting up everything, and I think this would be a good time to sort of see. It seems like so far our area is relatively spawn proof, apart from that area there, but I actually think they're spawning underground. Remember when I said I think I'm making a little mob farm because I closed off something? Robin Hood, yep. Yeah. So, as you guys can see, there's a bunch of skellies and zombies spawning here. They're all underground because I covered like a little hole. Hi, Chris. We created a free mob farm. Um, hello. There we go. Let's just place a torch there as well. But it seems like, honestly, our area is pretty well lit up. This side is not too great yet, but so far no mobs. So, a mob farm? Yeah. Well, unintentional one. You know, one of those places where a lot of mobs spawn. We do actually have intentional mob farms as well, so that we can get XP, but let's actually... Okay, as we're walking, I'm just gonna place some more torches in spots that I find a little bit dark. Also, my cat just laid down, of course, in a place where I have my keyboard and my mouse. Toot, I don't think this is the spot for you to go lay down, Vesty. I'm gonna have to move you in a second. Okay, so we're gonna be chopping down some trees here. But I'll just add like a couple of torches on the outer skirt so that if it gets night and we're in this area, hopefully no more mobs will spawn. And we have to complete the pathway. Because I just realized that I haven't done that. I keep forgetting that like little last bit of pathway. Oh, lovely. Another cave. How great. Torch it up. Exactly. We've done that so much. I basically spent the entire stream torching everything up the other day. Like, it was literally just me placing torches. But also, I'm gonna take a couple of trees down right now, simply because I'm gonna do it in, like, little bits, because if I wanted to chop everything down in one go, that would be very boring. So I'm just gonna do it in, like, steps. So we're gonna mix and match a little bit with activities today. Joe's open flames left unsupervised. Oh, no, it's fine. Ooh. Wait, how many bees? I got a complete bee's nest. It's completely full with honey and completely full with bees. That's why I made the achievement. Total bee location. Move a bee's nest or beehives with 3 bees in size using Silk Touch. I've never gotten that. But we can move that to inside of our theme park later. Also, let me make sure to pick up all the goodies. I think there's a skelly here somewhere. But I don't know if you're above ground or underground. I think you're underground. Okay, then I don't care. But considering that we're still working on... I don't think I want bees inside the theme park. I think I want to make like a little bee farm close to my house. Because then we can get honey blocks, and honey blocks are very pretty. Also, dude, you have to leave. I'm sorry. What if bees is the theme? Yeah, but it's not. Because it's not. It's fairy tales. Honey blocks sound delicious, I know. They actually, with the texture pack that I'm using, the honey blocks look a little bit delicious as well. They're actually very pretty. I don't think I've ever seen vanilla honey blocks. Like what they look like by default in-game. I genuinely might not know. Or maybe when I see it, I'll be like, oh yeah, I guess I've seen this a couple of times, but my brain is just so coded on what the honey blocks look like with my texture pack because that's how I saw them for the first time on frog crafting stream. And ever since, I've been obsessed. I'm using Mizuno Craft. If you're ever curious about like shaders and texture packs and stuff, if you do !GirlyPop, I have a page on my website where I've basically listed everything that I'm using for this server, including like all the mods and stuff that we're all using. I don't have an orchard, no. We have a tree farm, but those are all trees that we keep chopping down, so I guess bees wouldn't really work there. But I was actually thinking of making like a little indoor bee farm so that we can also make the collection of the honey like a little bit more centralized. Button was delayed? Oh no. But you did it though. Okay, this cave is technically outside of our working area, so I don't think I'm actually gonna cover it up. Because the thing is, right now, it's hard to sort of see where we're gonna be working, but as soon as the place where we built that little pathway the other day is going to be changed into an actual wall, it's gonna become a lot clearer. This is an annoying oak tree to chop down. That was still not the last one. Okay. No, you're all good, Faye. Don't worry, don't worry. You can always ask. I just wanted to make sure that, like, if you're, looking for a direct download link. Chris! Hello? Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. What the heck? That was literally so kind. To everyone who just got gifted a sub, please enjoy all your subby perks for a whole freaking month, courtesy of Chris. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you guys want to hear something funny? I did like a little calculation for the sub goals for the stream on Monday, and I looked into things and I was like, oh, we're probably gonna dip like right under the 700 sub points. So I'll also make a goal for 700 sub points so that if we reach that, like, that feels like the first big milestone, right? And then this week has been, you guys have been so supportive that I don't think we're actually gonna dip under the 700. So now I'm gonna have to decide if I change my goals. That is true. Thank you for the Prime reminder, Matthias. I appreciate it. And thank you for the 69 biddies. It is Baby Row. I know. That was like way, way back in the day. That was before I reached my 1-year stream anniversary. I am a Prime reminder. At this point, it's starting to look like it, yes. But I really appreciate that. That's super kind of you. That is really, really kind. Okay. I think we're like nicely on our way with chopping a bunch of trees. Why is this one staying? Oh, it's connected to another tree back there. And I'm also taking all the flowers from out here because then we can plant them back into our forest later. Or not all the flowers, but like a bunch. And also the tulips are by far my favorite flowers. That is why I'm kind of happy. How Dutch of me, by the way. I literally said that. I was like, Ro, you're a walking stereotype right now. But I realized that this little patch of flower forest was like naturally here. I didn't create anything. So I was like, that's perfect if we're going to do a fairy tale forest. And it's perfect because I want to have a lot of flowers around my house and stuff eventually as well. And the flower forest, I think, is the only biome that comes with tulips. Yes! Okay, so all of my... Let me show you my name. So, my sword is called Sprookje. Which means fairy tale in Dutch. My bow is named Robin Hood. My shovel is named Every Day I'm Shoveling. My axe is called Pinocchio. One of my pickaxes is called Pixie Dust. My other one is called Humpty Dumpty. Then I have my Puss in Boots, which are my boots. Then I have my big boy pants, because when I wear my big boy pants, I'm no longer scared of mobs. Then I have Rose Tender Chest. There's an explanation for why this is called this, because this is something that Steph accidentally said wrong in Amber's chat, and I thought it was so funny that I named my chest plate after it, because she meant to say Rose Ender Chest. And then my helmet is called my crown, because obviously I'm a princess in a fairy tale forest. Oh god. Where is this gonna go? Touche. Touche. That was actually a pretty good joke. Why not big girl pants? I actually don't know. I guess because the expression is big boy pants, so I just kind of stuck with that. Okay, we've done a big part of deforestation on this side. See, this is the whole patch that we cleared out. So, before I'm gonna continue clearing things out, I think I want to continue my stupid path and then make a little board with like all of our to-dos. Ooh, another beehive. Oh my goodness. I love that we have so many beehives. So then we can actually make like a good honey farm. Can bees make babies? If you have like a beehive with only one bee in it and you place it in a bee farm, can they multiply? Okay, I needed to continue my path here. Hi, Lena. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. And also my computer, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well as well. Oh god, I forgot. I keep forgetting that my shovel is really good. It's gonna be so annoying. So we basically cleared out this patch, and I was gonna go around it, but now I'm going straight through it. I think I want to... Hold on. I actually want to go around it, I think. But then I'm... Oh. I just went 2 blocks down, sure. This shovel is too good for its own good, you know? Okay. So if we're going around it, then I guess I have to go like this. Yeah, and then over here, because it connects over here, so technically I wanted to go, like, sort of just straight through then. Also, it feels really dark here. I think we need another torch in the middle there. So, to further my Twitch instruction, where is the space where we can play clips by playing... Oh, that is literally just playing... That is literally just cheering 69 bits. So in the description, or like in my panels, there will be a little list of special sound alerts. So there's like a little list of all the... How do you say it? Like, I don't know. Like, bit amounts that I've set up special alerts for. And you can just look at that list and then cheer that amount of bits. Let's go, Mim Bim. Let's go. Okay, let's... Oh, my inventory is full. I don't need those. I definitely want to take the firefly bushes, though. I would like to use them at one point. I think we need to arrive here. Oh my god, bro. It's kind of impressive that I've randomly placed torches and somehow I've placed so many torches exactly in my way of where I want to do my paths. Why don't you use glowstone and cover it with a thin layer? Oh, well, the answer is very simple. I have 3 glowstones to my name. And this path is also just to mark the, so that we can see it on the map. But we're gonna eventually build an entire wall. So this will have sort of like a castle wall around it. Oh, that was another bee's nest. Can I not pick that? Oh, okay. Well, then I can get rid of my apples. Another full bee's nest? Oh my god, I'm so lucky today. I was just about to say, there must be one little piece stuck. Okay, there we go. So, that is the short answer as to why I'm not doing glowstone covered with moss. I like the idea for somewhere in the theme park, though. I think that could be a really cute idea to make sure that some areas are lit up if we don't want to use any, like... Ow! Oh my god, phantoms again. I really need to sleep. Oh my god, can you stop flying? Oh, you died. Awesome. I was like, what did I get hit by? Stupid phantom. Okay, next night we need to sleep, apparently. Because I keep forgetting that I haven't slept in 3 nights on the server. Okay, let's see. Where was the rest of my path? Because I think I now need to connect it, and then they will cross, and then I have to fix my mistakes where I've continued too far. There we go. Oh, I actually continued way too far. Yikes. Gritty Goose! Another one of my favorite hype train emotes. Thank you so much for the 50 biddies again. Thank you, thank you. I've never heard someone sound so enthusiastic about death before. Hey, I mean, if it's hostile mobs in Minecraft, I will celebrate the death, you know? I will be happy about it. Okay, I think I've completed the path. Which is nice. Then I think, so this is where our tunnel is gonna go to Amber. Like, this is where I am gonna start digging through the mountain, I think. I just realized it's open up there. I might actually not want that. I thought it would... Did I not close this off? Did I just forget that? I don't think I brought enough dirt to close that off right now, but we'll have to do that later. But basically I want to close that so that the terrain is just smooth. And then this is going to be our entrance to the tunnel that goes with the roller coaster to Amber, which probably means that this is going to be a spot that we will be in quite a lot, at least for now. So maybe I'll just set up our little, like, idea board over here. I should have brought a chest. That would have been great, I guess. I was gonna get spruce and this, and I was gonna get the glowstones. And I can get the oak. Okay, let's not move it too close to that, because I think if we're gonna do a wall, then I will probably make the wall like 3 wide or something. Ooh, someone's at my door. I will be right back, okay? I'll have to go downstairs in a little bit again, because it's the mailman and he has a package for us. Okay. One, two, three, four. Let's see. One, two, three, four, five, six, maybe? And then we can just decorate this and place signs on it. I guess. Handsome mailman. Ow! You motherfucker! Can't believe you did that. Oh, it died again. Slay. Oh, it left a phantom membrane. I kind of want to go get that. Because that's like rewards for me killing it. That's the XP. I'll take that too. Thank you very much. Oh, no spot. Yeah, I don't need the wheat seeds. Can't believe I did that again. And I really need to sleep. What if I make it one taller? No, that will look ridiculous, I think. I think we can go like this for now. That feels like cutesy lit up. I should have brought my scaffolding. Now I'm gonna have to use these blocks to tower up, which feels a little bit silly. Nope. Here we go. Just gonna make that border actually look a little bit better. Yay! I don't know if I necessarily like the glowstones in front of it, but for now it's what we're working with. And then I would take the signs and some of our leaves. Thank you so much for the 690 bits. Getting our cucumber clip. That has been a while. We haven't heard that in a little bit. Should I? Think it would be good if we get a little depth in here, but then I need fences. I was thinking we could do like a little fence border around it. To create like a little bit of depth. Probably that's another wheel spin, yeah. I think we already got one, but now we have one. Also, Nallybest, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for that. Hi, I'm new. If you have any additional questions, feel free to ask. I mean, I could just make a crafting table quickly. Then I don't have to run home. Because I have the stuff. Oh, I don't have a lot of sticks with me. Oh, no, I just don't have a lot of oak planks. Hold on. I have enough oak to make a bunch of oak planks. Okay, I would also really like to have a chest, maybe. Just while I'm building here, because I need a little bit of storage. Let me just put a bunch of shit in here for now. I will get back to that in a second, but... Also, I don't know where the mail guy is. Like, he's so slow. Okay, I'm gonna need... that to quickly make some fences. Okay, that might be a little bit much. There we go. Yeah, and I'm gonna have to do that on the other side as well. Oh, did not make enough. City. trying to figure out... Hold on. Okay. This is kind of stupid because I already know that I don't have enough fences to do this. But I was thinking... Oh. There we go. What if we do that and then we can get some... We could even have the glowstones as, like, overhanging light boxes. You guys still receive mail? I mean, packages, yeah. You don't? What would this thing be? Oh, it's just gonna be like a little board where we can put some signs with ideas of things we want to make. But I figured it might be nice to have that in-game so that if we are working on things, it's like a thing that everyone can see. Can I... I knew that I was gonna fall off, and yet it happened. I really should have brought my scaffolding, but I didn't. No, it's fine. There we go. The only unfortunate thing is, with how I set it up, there's no, like, even middle. Which I guess if I hang... Like, I mean, it's fine if we decorate with plants, I think. I thinks. Wow, Ro. That was really good English. Should I also go around this side like so? Those look kind of interesting. Like, oh, I also get letters. But those don't get delivered like that. They just get put in a mailbox. I don't get a lot of letters, but sometimes I still get letters. So there it's on that side. So then that'll balance it out. Shit, I broke it. Well, good that I have another one. I should have done that with that one. I forgot that. Oopsie. Exactly, blue envelope. Can you make new lights with glowstone dust? I actually don't know. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, let's just put that back there. And then we can go like this. It's like it's hanging. Do I like that? I'm actually not sure whether I like that. Lol. For now, I guess it's okay. And then I was gonna get these ones to decorate with, like, around it. I think I also brought the oak leaves one, so I can mix that in too. Oh, that's birch. I need oak. There we go. But then it's like 3 months late when it comes to bills. By the time we receive them via mail, the bills are late. Oh, that is frustrating. I would say I receive, like, very little. Okay, that's annoying for having to place signs. We receive, like, very little bills via mail. It's mostly letters from our government informing us about things. Which, because I have the digital version enabled, I already read through email. But they still proceed to send me emails as well, and I don't understand why. Okay, just a cut. I didn't mean to do that. That was stupid. Nope, not there. There. Okay. Now it's, like, all cutesy and flowery and overgrown. Which I guess is fine. We can get a bunch of tulips around it, I think. Could be cute as well. Yeah, exactly. That is weird. Free slushies at 7-Eleven. We don't have 7-Eleven here. But I guess for you, that's really nice if that means that you're having free slushies. Oh, I didn't mean to type something on one of them. I'm just placing all the signs. Okay, we ran out of signs. I know I have a lot more of these signs at home, but I don't have them right now. So maybe this is the time to place like some final things. Let's get some firefly bushes and some tulips around this as well. So I guess we're gonna... Like, I'm definitely gonna need some more materials. So maybe I should just, like, clean out my trash. And then get the other signs. Maybe take my scaffolding, you know? Just get all these flowers here. Let's see. Let's place that back. I don't know. Over there. It looks a bit silly, but I'm not even super angry with how it looks. I kind of like it. It's a bit scuffed, but it's cute, I guess. I think I miss a leaf over here, though. No, not the birch one. The oak ones. There we go. I want to place it there. Yeah, that looks cute. It looks like nice and overgrown. I'm playing Minecraft and I tell myself at home, meaning in game. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that's confusing. I have a feeling like our mailman just dumped our package in front of the door. I see what you did there, Matthias. I see what you did there. So silly. Okay, let's take our crap with us. Also, look, now we will get fireflies and, like, pink flying little particles around our little idea board. Okay, I'm realizing now that if we place our idea board here... I guess it's fine if we have to go from here to our bridge. That is okay. That's doable. I might have to make, like, a little additional bridge over here so that I can just continue to walk. Because then we can basically end up over here as well. And then we have a pathway to where we go to Amber and a pathway to the other side of our forest. Oh. Penseelzwijn. That's the first one. Penseelzwijn. En kleine kudu. That's how you would say those two. Okay. So I don't need my leaves anymore. Kleine kudu sounds very cute. I agree. I agree. Sounds adorable, actually. Let's put all of the flowers away. We could get... We definitely, in our forest... I'm gonna save some of these things that I now have because I'm like, oh, we're probably gonna need all of that for our actual, like, forest decoration. But I think we're gonna have a lot of cute things. Like, I already collected, like, a bunch of mushrooms and stuff, and I think that's gonna be really nice. Okay, I placed my other beehive in my ender chest, so for now, I'll just place all of them here. Because the thing is, as long as they're in my chests, people can steal them. And then as soon as we, if we, like, use them in a build, people are no longer allowed to break them. So if we make a little bee farm, after that, people are no longer allowed to break them. Also, question, if you get phantom membranes, what can you do with them? I've never had them because I've never really killed phantoms before. What does one do with phantom membranes? I now have an I have so many chests, by the way. Look, I have 46 unused chests. Ooh, we can have, like, a barrel. We can put maybe, like, 2 barrels close to the board so that we can use that sort of as, like, a dump if we ever need some storage space, and I think, actually, I should have left the crafting table there as well. Because we're probably gonna need that a lot in that area, so it's just more convenient if I leave it. Mostly Dutch in the zoo, by the way. It was kind of funny. Which zoo did you go to? Was it Blijdorp or another zoo? Food delivered and a guy calls me asking if he can come up by elevator and I was like, it's just first floor. Also, why are you asking me? Just come up any way you want. And it turned out he had just sent food on its own with the elevator. That is so silly. You can fix your elytra with it? Ooh. Okay, I currently do not own an elytra yet, but we're gonna go to the end next week. Which means that hopefully I will be able to get an elytra then. I might actually put like 3 stacks of dirt in the barrel because we're probably gonna have to do a lot of terrain tooling. And I already wanted to close up one of the things in the cave. So then, you know what? I'll just take... We need to make more dirt later. I was also gonna take all of my pale oak signs. And then I guess we can just go back. It's interesting to see because this area still feels so dark, but I've lit it up so well. Like, there is no mob spawns from here to where our little board is. Which is in lower... Oh, yeah. Dutchies love, 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 love to go to Germany for holiday. And Germans love to go to the Netherlands. It's actually funny. Like, especially if it's a bit close to the border. Oh. Oh, you know what I said? Remember? I should sleep the next night. Guess what it is? It's the next night. Have I slept? No. Was I literally just in my house? Yes. Could I have slept? Yes. Going for cheap groceries. Yep. I wish I lived close enough to the border to do that, honestly. Hello? Whee! Okay, let's take a nap. You're Polish? Wait, would it be cheaper for you to go to Germany to do groceries? Because I would assume that groceries would be cheaper in Poland. But maybe that's like a completely wrong assumption on my end. Even girly pops need sleep. Unfortunately, we do. Hello, sir? I think this is a bit rude, don't you? Where did you come from? That Skelly was just full on having a swim. It's like, you know what? I think I'm gonna chill here today. Really? That is wild on Dazzle. Also, I'm kind of curious, that cave up there. There's any exposed goodies? I might go check later. Yeah. I do know that a lot of people that like in the Netherlands that live close enough to the German border will actually go there for groceries. Which makes sense. If I lived closer to the border, I'd probably do the same. Okay, if I'm gonna see if there's any goodies here, I want to hold my... I said I want to hold my torches. Okay, that just goes... Oh my god. Okay. Thank you for blowing up each other, I guess. I don't think you would leave your city. Oh, I probably would. Not again. Come on, stay there. Thank you. Hell. What is up with this cave? That's an Enderman. Oh, this is one of those, like, really annoying hairline caves. Okay, it ends there. I'll take some more coal for some more torches, thank you. I was hoping for better exposed goodies, but I guess this is what we're taking. Yeah, no, literally, I get scared by mobs in this game all the time. This is why I played peaceful for a really long time, because I couldn't deal with the jump scares. I've gotten better at it at this point. Like, I feel less immediate scare when it happens. Like, I get, like, a little bit jump scared, but I now just know better what to do. My god. Oh. Okay, see, that's what I was hoping for. There is iron there. There's also a spider, but... I guess we can deal with that. Oh my god. Entire water cave here? Okay. That's nice, I guess. I just want to get the iron, nothing else. Then I'm good, besties. Then I'm good. So I'll just make a little bridge. Can I make a little bridge so that the iron won't, like, fall if I take it? Probably not, but... Oh, it didn't fall. Let's go. Okay, I don't need anything else from here. Oh, thank you for the uptime reminder. Yeah, I'm gonna take a little break in a second. I'll just place a torch there. If I ever want to come back to this, but it wasn't as big as a cave as I hoped. Still nice to get some free iron, though. Like, any little bit of free iron is gonna help, because we're not allowed to start iron farms, so... Any little bit that I can get, I will get. Oh, wait. We've been here. This is the cave that we closed off with the lava. Lol. How many openings did that cave have? That's actually kind of wild. Because that was all open over here. But we all closed it. Like, it's right underneath here, that cave. But we just pretend that it wasn't there. We closed it up. Okay, so if I want to place, like, 2 barrels. Let's see. Where will I place them? Maybe I can get this one. Place it over there. No, I didn't mean to place it like this. I meant to place it like that. That jump scared me a little bit. Hi. Yeah, that's cute. Wait, do I have another one? I guess I can take that one. And then I can place that. Does anyone... You should be collecting channel points, but you don't collect the automatic ones, like if you have better TTV, for instance. Which I know a lot of people do. Okay, I'll place that one over there. And then I have my little flowers back. Can I place flowers on top? You cannot place flowers on top of a crafting table. No, I didn't mean to break that. Get that one back. There we go. Okay, let's continue with adding the signs. Okay, it's fine that those corners are unused. It is row the text box. It is. Hi, Timbo. Welcome in. I'm basically just adding, like, a lot of signs, so if we're gonna brainstorm later, I can just write all of them down. This is gonna be our, like, big whiteboard, you know? Oh, that's frustrating. I'm short 1 sign. Well, we'll just pretend we don't see that because this is gonna be the main side of our board anyways. Um, I am doing good. I'm doing good. How are you? I hope you're doing well. It is time for my break because the ads will start in a minute. So I'm gonna go and take a little break. And yes, it is thoughts. So you do have to get them in order, and they go from cheap to expensive. So palm, coconut, rose, and then gardener. But I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm just gonna disconnect it from the server so that if I'm not at my PC, I won't get blown up by a stupid creeper. No, you're all good. You're all good thoughts. Um, and yeah, please make sure to also stretch, hydrate, get yourself something to drink, something to snack, all of those things. And then I'll talk to you guys in about 5, 6 minutes. Oh, wait. So it's no longer here. There we go. Hello. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Also, I went to this scene because, well, it's wheel spin time. And I figured, you know what? We can do that as a little breaky break. We might as well, you know? We might as well. Dunglish. Okay. We're gonna play Dunglish Minecraft, I guess. How many bits are we on? This many. Can't wait for another 2 truths and a lie unprepared. That's not with the sound alerts, no. So that's a good point. That's a good point. But technically, I don't count the sound alerts because they don't count up automatically, and otherwise it's really hard to keep track. But for this once, because we already have it up, I will count them. I think then it's 2 more wheel spins. Okay. Dunglish? Okay, now it's definitely 3. Riri, thank you so much for the 250 biddies. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, Dunglish Triz is, I'm not gonna say anything. You'll experience it in a second. It's fun, though. I promise. It's promise. I know, Matthias, but technically those don't count. That one very fast. What the heck? Gang Thor, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Hollow, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Liv, thank you so much for the 69 biddies. Hollow is here like, I want that cat. I'm now committed to getting it. Thank you so much for the safari. What even is going on? Matthias, thank you so much for the 200 biddies. Hello? I don't sleep with my shoes on. Thank you so much, Mimbim, for the 101 biddy. Thank you so much, Matthias, for the 200 bits. Faye, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Sam's Galaxy, thank you so much for the 14-month resub with Prime. Hello? Thank you for completing level 1 of the Safari. So, just a quick check. I can't see that anymore because I've already unlocked them. What level is the cat emote? What level is the cat emote? I know that there is 3 from Mai, so I'm guessing for level 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 4, or something like that. Also, the second wheel spin gave you a quick doodle. So you guys are gonna have to come up with something that I'm gonna have to doodle. I'm a professional artist, so that's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. And then we have a third one. So we have Dunglish, quick doodle. And sour candy. Nymphleur, thank you so much for the 69 biddies. Oh, doodle is like a quick sketch. So like I make like a really quick drawing. Ooh, I could try to draw that emote with the sunglasses, the cat. I will probably mess that up, but I could try to draw it. Exactly that one. And then we can see why you have actual artists and why I am not one of them. Yes, I will draw it walking frame by frame. Okay, but let's start with the sour candy. For anyone who hasn't seen the sour candy jar, it has a lemon on top. Let me do a little shaky shaky. Oh, I got one that's not sour, so I'll eat this one, and then I'll pick again. Those were supposedly sour, and then I put them in the jar. Esther! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. What the butts? To everyone who just got gifted a sub, please enter all your subby perks. There is indeed Swedish sour candy in here, and we got this one. And I know that this one is sour. Mmm, yummy. Mmm. Those are in here as well, Hollow, the really sour ones. Yummy. That one's really good. Tastes like lemon. And it has like an after punch. Oh. I didn't have sour candy for a while, and then I always struggle more. But thank you so much. Mm. Okay, hold on. Oh, let me get a Sharpie and paper. I don't remember where I put my Sharpies. Found them. Okay. So am I gonna do the cat with the sunglasses, or what do you want me to draw? Snow White? I feel like the cat with the sunglasses would basically be Toot. A creeper. I like that for another time. I think I'll do the cat with the sunglasses because that's why we have this whole hype train. Um, you guys are gonna admire my drawing skills so much. It's gonna be ridiculous. At this point, I don't know if he's wearing sunglasses or or swimming goggles. Okay, did I? It's like he's wearing swim. Also, Nene, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. There you go. This is my version of Mai's emo. Hot cat summer. Wait, honestly. Gator! No, wait, I read that wrong. Gangtor, sorry. Your names are so similar that my brain just read the name completely wrong. Thank you so much for the faking 300 bits. Hello? Thank you, thank you, thank you. What the heck? That's really kind of you. Thank you so much. I should send this to Mai, honestly. I should be like, look, I drew your emote. Thank you guys so much for that hype train. Now you have 2 minutes of Dunglish row. And I actually don't know. Does Sari do 2-minute timers? Yes. Well, so now that the timer is going again, we are going to continue with our Minecraft project. And I am actually kind of lucky. Thank you for that follow. I'm actually kind of lucky because as you can see, it is daytime again, so we don't have the scary monsters. So that is good. We don't have the scary monsters right as we go back into the game. But now it is time to brainstorm. In chat, I'm gonna need your ideas. And this is a very important task because this is what we are all gonna build in like our fairy tale forest. So the first one that we definitely need is a wall around the park, right? And then what we really need is we need the entrance. Because without an entrance, it's going to be really hard to find where we actually have to go. Munchcraft? Yes, this is actually Munchcraft. Yes. What have I come into right now? This is just beautiful. I do not know what you're talking about. Also, Shadow Angel, welcome in. Please do not mind the accent right now. It is temporary, and it can be disabled, but later it will get better. I promise. But yes, I do play Minecraft. I am currently playing on a server with like other creators, and it's called GIRLYPOP. Thank you, Matthias, for gifting a sub to Nederland. Nederland de gekste, hey. You weet zelf. You know, it's like it's pretty cool that Nederland is now subbed to this channel. Wijfie Pop, it is actually, yes. This is not a Grully Pop, this is a Wijfie Pop. Yes, exactly. Oh, I can speak normal again. Thank God. Thank God. Matthias, thank you so much for that sub to Netherlands. Also, especially welcome in. And Shadow Angel, welcome in. Yeah, I do play Minecraft. I've been playing quite some Minecraft over the past few months, actually. Or past month. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yes, so that's what I'm thinking, Inflator. I'm thinking stone wall with like bricks, mossy bricks, and moss. And then we could do moss at the bottom, so it goes kind of from grass into moss. And then we can also have like the moss sort of expand a little bit underneath the wall. And then it can go up from like moss into mossy cobble, mossy stone and then stone. What tree will we use in the forest? Probably a mixture of oak, flowering azalea, and cherry blossom. Because the cherry blossom gives like the effect that you can kind of see here. Can you see it with these leaves? Not really, but there is like an effect I think I saw it earlier, but I don't see it right now. I definitely want to have firefly bushes because then you will actually get the firefly effect. We will have the falling leaves no matter what because they're basically for every single type of tree. But I really like this one because it will give like the sort of pink particles floating around. And this is the flowering azalea, which has oak tree wood, so it would fit in with the oak trees. I don't think I want to go for birch. Naturally, over here, we already have a lot of oak trees. I might get rid of all the birch trees and replace them with different types. I am really bad at creating custom trees, but I might give it a go in some things. But the thing is, we're gonna need like a lot of forest. It's gonna actually have to feel like forest. That's why I picked this little patch. This forest already existed. So I think rather than trying to create a lot of things, I'm just gonna work with what we already have. They love to make a ton of cool landscaping things. I would love to get more into that, like terraforming and landscaping, but I only have this month, which is it's already the 11th. So I have until August 1st to finish this project, and we haven't built anything because then I go on holiday and this server ends on August 15th, and I'm not back before that time, which means a lot of work. So I don't think I want to do anything I'm not super comfortable with, and I want to stick to smaller build projects so that even when nothing, like not everything gets done, we still have a couple of good builds to show for ourselves, if that makes any sense. Yesterday, Abu suggested Rapunzel's tower, which I think should be doable. Like, we can make a big witchy tower, and then he was like, you can maybe use the glowberry vines glowing, like, from the window at the top down, so you could actually use the glowberry vines to climb up. I think giant mushrooms are cool, but Amber is also already doing that. That's one, because she's doing a fairy forest, and I want to stick to actual fairy tales because it's inspired by the fairy tale forest in the Efteling. So I'm going to do small mushrooms along the pathway, like small red mushrooms, because that's actually staple for the design of Efteling. So we're going to have to do custom paths with mushies. So for ooh, hi Noah, hello. I was thinking, since this is going to be a roller coaster that is going to go all the way across this mountain to Amber, I was thinking this could be the entrance to the mines, and then we can make like, because the whole point for anyone who doesn't know what Fairy Tale Forest is. Fairy Tale Forest is in the Efteling, which is a Dutch theme park. It is a forest, which it was already there. They left the forest. The whole point of the original designer was to not break down the forest and leave it intact, to not mess with nature. And what they did is they placed, like, in little patches where there was space, they placed these little sceneries from fairy tales. So for instance, you will find the house of the grandma from Red Riding Hood, and then inside, so the houses will have like a big glass window that will let you peek into sort of a real life depiction of what happens in the fairy tale. So you will see grandma and you will see Red Riding Hood, and then you will see the wolf in front of the in front of the door, basically. That is what I would like to do for this as well. So we're gonna take little sceneries from the fairy tales and try to get like recognizable things from those fairy tales into this into Minecraft. So I was thinking we could basically make a mine shaft, which is the entrance to the roller coaster to Amber, and then we could build a house which would be like inspired by Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So I think that was one of the projects that I also wanted to do. Snow White house, and then the mines for Seven Dwarfs. And is it dwarfs like that? And I was thinking for that, I'm gonna use the armor stand mod so that I can potentially actually get like little characters into the story. For Red Riding Hood, for instance, we can actually find a wolf somewhere and tame it with a bone and then take it home and put it in front of the door. So I think Red Riding Hood might actually be a really good fairy tale to also get. Then I was thinking there is this fairy tale that I do not know what it's called. Red Riding Hood, Roodkapje. Hansel and Gretel. Yes, that would be perfect because we can use honey blocks and cakes and carrot cakes and use item frames to like display them. Yes, that's the one, Frau Holle, but I don't know what that is called in English. Is it Gretel like this? Witch house? So we're gonna do like the witch house, like the house that is made of candy. Or at least has a lot of candy in and around it. Oh, there's a... Oh my god, there's a zombie villager there. Am I gonna try to save it? Nah. We already have one and we didn't cure it. Our trading hall is done. I don't have... Hollebolle Gijs? I would love to do that, but I have no idea how to do that. Is it called Mother Hulda? Also, Nally Best, welcome to chat. I hope you're doing well. Oh, we'll definitely use villagers as well. I was thinking maybe to use them sort of in the little stands for, I want to make maybe a souvenir shop, a lemonade stand, and a, fried chicken shop. Mother Hulda, I think that's what it's called then. I think I know it as Frau Holle, like the German Frau. But that is a fairy tale about an old lady who has a well, and then like three young girls come in and they want to do a wish and they fall into the well and they end up being sort of her slaves. I think I'm gonna have to look into that fairy tale because I like half know the fairy tale. For Jack and the Beanstalk, I was thinking about this, but I'm trying to figure out how I would make a build for that. Also, oh my god, the 3 pigs is perfect. That is such a random sign. 3 pigs. Oh, okay, wait, I can actually add all those other things, so... Lemonade stand. We can do the chicken shop. Klein Duimpje is cool, but I don't know how to make a build for that either. So, like, I need to already sort of know how we would translate it to... a big boot, maybe? That's what he wears? Yeah, but if it's, like, how do I make a big boot? Like, just a 3D giant boot? I don't know if that... Like, considering that we are working with a game that's literal squares, I'm wondering if that would... Like, if it would get the message across. And I do plan on placing lecterns with books, so that if you're walking through the fairy tale forest, there's, like, little lecterns that you can open, and then there's actually, like, a little exempt from the fairy tale, so that people that would visit could read it. Oh my god, there's an Enderman here. I looked at him. Please don't come for me. Go away. I'm just looking at my board. Can you just leave me alone? You want to give me a dirt block? Thank you. I love how he literally came over to bring me the dirt block. Beauty and the Beast? Ooh. Shrek's pond? I mean, we could make a pond, but I don't know how that would, like... That would just be a pond. The Wolf and the 7 Little Goats? We do have goats in Minecraft. How long do you have? Oh, this is already a lot of work, and I have until the end of this month. So, very little. Enderman in the boat could be the beast. Oh, poor Enderman. Ezeltje no idea how I would make that into a build either. Frog Prince? I wish I knew where there was a swamp, because then we could get tadpoles and eventually frogs. Like Shrek's cabin with a swamp. So the thing is someone is actually already building Shrek's entire swamp as her theme park. So I don't think that would be super unique. There's like a creator on the server, Soph, who is literally doing that as her entire project. So I don't think we would do it justice for just a small build. Um, Princess on the P. We would just stack a lot of beds. Um, Ooh, you know what could be fun? The floating carpet from Aladdin. Is it Aladdin with double L? I actually don't know. Ooh, Cinderella with a big pumpkin field and a carriage. That is actually a really cool idea. Also, Lily Jane, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. I'm doing good. How are you doing? In a tower with a spindle? Ooh. Hold on. Wow, Ro. Field. Sure. I would have to really get creative with the carriage. Also, it's fine if we have more ideas than we can actually do. You're doing good. I'm so happy to hear that. Let's go. Um. mm, mm, mm. Then we have uh a T tower with spindle. I can see that potentially working. Um. It is okay if we have more ideas than that we actually like do. And then we can sort of just pick and choose from the ones that we feel inspired by and the ones that we feel like for instance, Snow White's house with the mines for the seven dwarves is just such an obvious choice for this area that I'm kind of like, maybe I shouldn't make it more difficult for myself and just decide, okay, this part is going to be, mines, house, cutesy trees, that's it. Um, which would basically mean that like this would be the entrance to the roller coaster. We could pretend like obviously this is a theme park, right? So for the ride, we could also pretend that we actually have like a little section for lines. And then the entrance to this specific part would just be maybe like Snow White's house, and then you walk through the house to get in line for the roller coaster. Um, but I think with that, if we get a little bit creative with our pathing and stuff, I was thinking this part is already sort of taken. Um, I was thinking a big giant like fairy tale tree. Then I would have to make a custom tree for it, but that would be kind of cool. Um, because in the Efteling, you indeed have one of the trees that like talks and it tells the fairy tales. It's called the Droom. Is it called Droomboom? Dream tree? I think in my brain it's called Dream tree. Um, or Toverboom. I genuinely don't know. I don't know that fairy tale enough, Nally Bess. Like, I've heard of it, but I don't know it well enough to make a build for it, I think. Is it just Sprookie's Bone? Would you be able to make Snow White in a glass coffin? I don't know if I can put Snow White in it, but I'm pretty sure we could make like a bed with a glass coffin around it. Yeah. Just Sprookie's Bone? Okay. Well, then his giant fairy tale tree is quite literal. Um, but considering, like, if I look at this area, this looks pretty big. But if I think, okay, so we have Snow White over here. Maybe we could have the big fairy tale tree on this stump over here, to be honest. Then here we could even do just like maybe like a little picnic area where we could oh my god, there's pillagers here. Do I go kill them? Then I cannot go to a village unless I drink milk. But fun fact, I've never killed pillagers before. I don't want to die though. I don't know how strong they are. Guys, what should I do? I need your opinion. Do we kill the pillagers? It's only two. Test your luck. Lol. I mean, we have cows, so we can just get milk later. That's taking longer than... Oh, yay! See, that's the thing. I really wanted to have that, I really wanted to have that, thingy. Yay! If they see you, they'll just attack. I mean, they saw me, but I guess because they were in the water, they didn't do anything. Are there bears in Minecraft? They are not, no. Also, I'm gonna get a bucket and milk right now because, I will forget that I have bad omen, and then I will go to the villager trading hall without thinking, and I will start a raid. And that is something I do not want. Like, pillagers... Only amber? Oh, I was like, only amber? What do you mean? But like only... Yes. Maybe we should have amber in our theme park as a bear. There are pandas. That is true. Minecraft is an anything game. It could be a building game, as in what we're doing now, but it can also be an adventure game or a fighting game or a quest game. They were walking in the water, I think. Okay, let me quickly go get a bucket of milk so I can drink it. Because right now, does it say anywhere that I have bad omen? I have the bad omen bottled. Wait, is it because I was in the water? Did I actually get the bad omen? Because it doesn't say so. I have it bottled. Yeah, there are even bosses to fight. There is like an entire world map that you can travel. As you can see, you can also build. You can also just use it as a... oh, it drops as a bottle now, so I don't have to get milk? I mean, I'll probably still get milk. There we go. And also... I didn't mean to place a torch there. If we're here, I might as well just quickly... feed the cows. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Holding torches in your offhand is fine. Until you try to do stuff like this, because then you continuously place torches. But does that mean that the bad omen is now sort of optional and you can save it for later? How did I not know this? I haven't played in quite a long time before joining this server, but... But yeah, a lot of people ask what the goal is in Minecraft, but just like in The Sims, there's not really a goal. You get to play how you want. It's open world. Some people are they really like Minecraft because of building. There's also a creative mode, just like in The Sims, where you can go into infinite build mode. But there's also adventure mode or survival, what it's called, and then there's also monsters that you have to slay and that can attack you and you can die and stuff like that. You can also play peaceful, so then you do have to do all your resource gathering. Like, you cannot just get all your blocks for free. Because that's also what we have to do now. Like, if I want to build with anything, like all of these blocks, I have to go forage them somewhere. So I have to cut trees down and stuff like that. Well, there's a chance you still get the effect, but you can get the dropped bottles instead of just getting the effect. Okay. I mean, that's nice, I guess. I guess I can... I don't think I have it, but I might as well just drink the milk. There we go. Nice and refreshing. But yeah, for instance, we've built 2 cow crushers here so that we get a lot of meat. Actually, I was kind of running a little low on meat, so I might just take a stack and put it in my... oven. Furnace. I keep calling it oven. Which feels really silly, but... Let's go up there. I walked back up to do something. Oh, yeah. To get milk. Lol. It's like, why did I walk back to my storage room? There we go. I was like, why do I not pick it up? There we go. Can take the bucket back and place the bucket here. See, I have buckets of lava ready to go. You only technically need to sleep again every 3 nights. Because otherwise the big ugly birds come in. I'll put this in here, by the way. Oh, wait. I want to put that banner up. Because that is an achievement for me. Hold on. I want to place it. There we go. So I don't have to technically go to sleep every night. In early game, you'll most likely sleep almost every night. Simply because there's a lot of mobs. That will kill you if you don't. Because you don't have any good armor or anything. But we are getting to a phase in the game where I have pretty good armor and pretty good, like, sword and stuff, which means that if there are any mobs, I can kill them, stuff like that. So I'm like a bit more chill with just being outside. Also, you know what I just realized? What we might have to do as a little intermezzo from cutting things, or putting things on the board. We're gonna need a lot of moss. That's like a general rule. No, it's not really. What do you mean it's a general rule? They made so the bottles of bad omen drop instead so you can use them in trial chambers. Oh, of course, yes. The sleeping? Well, it's not really a rule. Some people don't sleep at all, but it's just if you, especially on single player worlds, if you sleep, the night literally passes. So if it's dark, all the mobs will come out, and if you sleep, you don't have to be out in the dark so you don't get killed. If you don't sleep through 3 nights in a row, phantoms will come out, and those are like big bad birds, which again, with my equipment right now, it's actually kind of fine. It doesn't really matter if they come out, like I can just kill them, and even if they hit me, I don't take a lot of damage. But if you don't have good armor and stuff, then if you get hit by a phantom, you can like die pretty quickly. So then also people prefer to sleep. You know what I realized? I think we're gonna have to do a little round of farming because we're gonna need a lot of moss to make for the wall around our theme park. And currently, I have 28 moss blocks, and I want a lot more azalea, which means that we're gonna have to pick a spot somewhere on the map that we're gonna absolutely destroy because we're gonna use bone meal to make a lot of moss. But that means that all of the dirt that is around that area is just going to vanish because we're going to turn it into moss, and we're going to get all the pretty flowers, and we're going to get the flowering azaleas and stuff like that. We're going to get moss carpet, all the pretty things. So we're going to have to get a lot of bone meal to be able to do that. And we have a little bone meal machine. But for that, I need a lot of wheat seeds, which means that I'm going to have to take care of the wheat farm. I'm not going to do an actual moss farm because actually building a moss farm, like an automated one, is kind of difficult. But I'll just do like a manual one. I know. I love using bone meal on moss as well. It is so beautiful. A fantasy wine cellar. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We're also going to need glowberries, which you can also only get with bone meal unless you find them in lush caves. But all of this was bone mealed. So I just started with one, and then I grew them out, basically. But now I'm just quickly waiting for my food so that I can swap out the food for my iron so I can quickly smelt it. But yeah, using bone meal on moss is one of my favorite things. You know what? While that is smelting, we might as well just... go to the wheat farm. I want to warn you guys, the wheat farm is huge. That has a reason. We have villagers with the wheat trade, so we can trade it for emeralds. And we can use it to basically breed up the cows. And we have a little bone meal machine over here. So like you put it in the top chest, and then it will go through this hopper into this composter. And then as soon as the composter is full, it turns into bone meal. It goes into this, and then it goes in here. So we do have 2 stacks, but I don't want the other people that are living in this area to get stuck with like without any bone meal. So I don't want to just take everything. But that means that we're gonna have to do a little farming. Whee! Which, I mean, it's relatively satisfying to do this, to be honest, but... Whee! It's just, I've done this a couple of times, and it's always a lot of work to do the whole farm. Definitely a compliment. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I'm happy that's what you think. I was pretty proud because that build, like the storage room, was the first time I've actually built without any reference. Like, I haven't looked up any pictures. I only looked up one picture for the block count of the roof. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. And I've done builds like this, like, you know, the farm and stuff. I've done that freehand, but I've never done an actual full build without ever looking at any reference pictures. I think my house was also done just on a whim, but that is such a basic shape that was, like, fine. But specifically doing a roofline like that and doing a gradient and stuff, I'd never done that before, so kind of cool. It felt extra special to be able to do that and, I don't know, just feel, like, creatively energized enough with this game to come up with an entire build. Yay! I think even though it's slightly repetitive, farming in Minecraft is one of my favorite things. So peaceful. Bone meal is an item in Minecraft, basically, that if you put it on a plant, it will grow, like, super fast. So if you plant, like, a little tree stump and you bone meal it, you can basically let it grow instantly. Hello? Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the raid. Wait, let me go here. Hi. I see you were playing some mining and crafting. I don't think you were on GIRLYPOP, right? Because I think I'm the only one on right now. But thank you so much for coming over. Hi, raiders. It is so nice to meet all of you. How was your stream? What were you up to today? I would love to hear it from anyone from my side. If you are not following Charlie yet, what are you doing? Go fix that right now. Charlie also does a lot of co-working, has such a cozy vibe, like, just so feel good, so, like, warm and welcoming. It literally feels like a warm hug if you watch her streams, or any of her content for that matter. So yeah, and she's on GIRLYPOP with me, so I actually don't know where you're located. I've never run into you on GIRLYPOP yet, but to be honest, I've not really run into a lot of people. But please make sure to go drop her a follow. But welcome in. Also, Elvin Jedi, welcome in. It is so nice to meet you. Welcome, welcome. I've been hiding. No, literally same. We got stolen from on the second day on the server, and then me, Amber, and Maggie were like, okay, we're moving, and we're keeping it a secret from now on. I think at this point, some people know where we are because people have been leaving little notes. But it do be scary. You want to keep your stuff safe, you know? But thank you so much for the raid. If you need to go, someone left you a note too. Someone's been traveling around, huh? I think we need to go on a little investigation to figure out who that is. If you need to go rain and rest, please make sure to do so. And to everyone who's new here, welcome in. I actually have a small little raid video, which is like a 1-minute introduction to me and my stream and my community. And I would love to share that with you guys. And then I'll show you a little bit of what we're up to today and what the plan is. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the other end of the video. Welcome in, my name is Rosanna, and online I go by Rosannatxt because I'm quite the chatterbox and I have a lot of text. See what I did there? I'm a full-time creator and Twitch ambassador, and on my channel we do gaming. Wait. I leave my Sims unattended for 2 minutes. They are mother and daughter. They are mother and daughter. Co-working. We're gonna ace our work. We're gonna wrap up the day. We got this. I'm very proud of you for being here. And a sprinkle of IRL.
It's just me and my bestie hanging out, you know, chat. Me and my bestie.
I'm from the Netherlands, and I live with my partner and my 2 cats named Toot and Soos. Did you just try to eat the creeper? I'm neurospicy, chronically ill, and some days I seriously wonder if I should be allowed on the internet with a camera and microphone. She is doing the partner pussy. I didn't mean to say partner pussy. Let me tell you, lube does wonders. It's like more slippery than soap.
And yes, I have actually used it. I have been to that point.
I love to use my platform to raise money for charity, and my community is champion of coming up with silly incentives and goals.
I'm a lemon. Wow. I'm gonna find a spot that's not too dusty. That one's even saltier. I'll feed you mayo. Chat, don't worry. I never realized that you don't chew on mayo.
Our community is named the Jungle of Planties, a space where everyone is unique and yet we grow and thrive together. And you are more than welcome to hang out with us. But don't forget to stretch, take a sip, and take some time away from the screen. Because like we always say here, self-care is very sexy. That was the raid video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much again for the raid. I really appreciate it. And for everyone who came with the raid, if you want to hang out with us for a little bit, we are also playing some Minecraft. We are playing on GIRLYPOP today. I will show you what I've been up to. I quickly walked over here. This is our little area. I'm sharing the area with Maggie and Amber. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. This is our little barn, our little bamboo farm, our little beetroot and carrot field, our sugarcane farm. And I was just working on the wheat farm because I need bone meal. I was just explaining what bone meal is because bone meal allows you to basically grow a plant super fast or grow a plant that normally doesn't really grow. So if you have one moss block, normally if you place that, it will just stay one block. But if you add bone meal to it, it magically becomes more moss, and then you can harvest that moss to basically multiply it. That is my little house. That over there is my storage room build, which I haven't fully detailed yet. We literally just marked out an area for the theme park. So I now know where I'm going to build. We made a little board with brainstorm ideas for what we want to build. And I lit up the entire area where I want to be building. Amber and Maggie also picked their spot, so we know how we're going to, like, connect all of them. Because we're going to all build separately, but we're going to connect everything so it feels like sort of a together build, if that makes any sense. Like, you could go from theme park to theme park. So it's technically one big theme park. To make bone meal, we have a little bone meal machine, which I'll show you how it works. If we go in here, we can basically just dump a bunch of wheat seeds in here. Or other things, by the way, but wheat seeds, we have a lot. The hopper will take it from the chest, put it in here. Once this is completely full, it will turn into bone meal, and then it will automatically go into that chest. So by literally just taking care of the farm and basically just getting a bunch of extra seeds, I can make free bone meal. So we have a really big crop farm because our little villager trading area also has a couple of villagers that trade for wheat. So with the wheat, we can feed the animals. We can get more animals, which will give us more food. We can trade, which will give us more emeralds. And we can make bone meal, which will give us more moss. So the wheat field is kind of an important cog in the wheel of our little area machine. And the funny thing is all of us, like, take care of the farm in turns. So sometimes I come back and all of a sudden, everything's just been replanted. Because Maggie or Amber were on. But this time around, I wanted to take bone meal, so I'm gonna just quickly have to fix it. Isn't it genius? Maggie actually came up with the idea. I knew that it was a thing. Like, I knew it was possible, but I keep forgetting that how easy it is to set up. Because basically all you need is just iron for the hoppers. But as soon as you have enough iron and you're, like, in diamond armor, so you don't really need it anymore for your tools or anything, automating anything with hoppers and chests is, like, fantastic. We also have 2 XP farms that we're sharing with the 3 of us. And we also have it, like, all set up with hoppers, so everything just goes in a chest neatly. Yes, of course. I hope you have some good work. I hope you tomorrow, and then I hope that you have some really good sleeps now. Thank you so much for hanging out, computer. I appreciate it. Also, yes, Maniac, welcome in. It's good to see you. Also, by the way, Charlie, I don't know if you're still here. Also, if you're lurking, please do not feel any need to come out of lurk. But you're also using Mizunos, right? I think you and me are one of the 2 on the server that are playing with Mizuno's enabled. Because people keep coming to my house, seeing, like, a really ugly build. And I just need someone to share that pain with. Because, like, I used granite as— oh, you can't say it from here, but I used granite as the foundation, and, like, around the roof and stuff, like that roof trim, which with Mizuno's looks beautiful. But I don't wanna know what my— like, Amber sometimes comes over to my house, and then I see my house on her stream, and I'm like, "Yeah, let's just pretend it doesn't exist in any other texture than mine." But now I'm gonna do my entire fantasy build, or, like, theme park build, fairy tale. It's gonna all contain, like, a lot of Mizuno's blocks because I love them so much. I use granite in mine on another server and and turned off the texture pack. It looks literally— it's so hideous. Like, I will show you guys. I will turn off the texture pack in a second so you guys can see what all of this looks like without it. Like, how much difference this texture pack makes. Because I don't think y'all understand how bad it is without. Ugh, the yellow wind. Don't even get me. It is terrible. I literally hate it. And birch is also so much yellower. More yellow. On Mizuno's, it's like the perfect shade of like a warm white. And then, ugh, I cannot live without this resource pack. When you asked, like, can I please beg for Mizuno's? I was like, thank you. Because I hate how the game looks with any other texture pack than this one. It's also probably partially because when I started playing Minecraft, I think I installed Mizuno's on, like, day 2. So I never, ever played vanilla. Or for maybe, like, a day. And then I was already done with it. So I just never got used to any of the blocks in vanilla. So now I just kind of, in a way, refuse to play without it. So I think that's going to be— I'm happy that we're allowed to do videos this time for the submission of our builds. Because then I can just do the video with my texture pack and everyone will see how beautiful it is. And then if they actually come visit, they'll just have to deal with the ugliness, you know. It's so pretty on your screen with the pack. Thank you. Yeah, it makes a big difference. Because, I mean, the thing is, Minecraft is obviously still, like, it's a blocky pixel game. So, I think for a lot of things with Minecraft, you can only get the graphics to look that good, like, so much, you know? There is always a limit to what you can do. But, I think there is definitely a lot you can do with shaders and texture packs to, even though it is a blocky pixel game, still make it look, like, cozy and cute. And I think by default, Minecraft just does not look cozy and cute. And I just miss it. Like, I miss it when my games don't look cozy and cute. Because then they don't give me that cozy and cute feeling, which is what I want to get from my games, you know? You hate vanilla. Do you like chocolate? Fun fact, I'm actually not the biggest chocolate lover. I have a couple of chocolates that I really enjoy. But even with those, I will eat them, like, really slow. I am one of those weird people that can, like, eat just a couple of chunks of chocolate, maybe, like, 2 or 3, and then I'm like, okay, I've had enough. And I think, like, a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people are like, what? But I love chocolate. And I'm like, I don't hate it. But, I don't know. It's just not my preferred snack, I guess. I prefer salty snacks over sweet in general. And if I eat sweet snacks, it's usually more like actual candy rather than, like, chocolate or cake or— I'm also not a huge fan of cakes. I like pies over cakes, I think. But even with pies, like, I'll eat it every once in a while and then I don't need it that much more, you know? Okay, my pockets are constantly full, so I'm just gonna put some more— oh, yeah, like, fruit gummies and stuff, I do like that too, but I used to be able to eat so much of that, and now I just get really nauseous. Like, I also, like, sort of grew out of my tolerance for it, if that makes any sense. Okay, I told you guys that this wheat farm is big. And then you start and you're like, oh, it's not that much work, right? And then here we are, like 15 minutes later, still planting crops. But I put too much seeds. I think there's still more here, though, so we should be fine. I just realized I put too much seeds in the seed maker, but there's more that I can pick up over here. And then we should be good. It depends on the type of chocolate. Some chocolates I can eat a ton, but my favorite are quite rich, so I only eat a few bits. But give me a bag of those mini heart pretzels and I'll eat the whole thing. Okay, those are good. I haven't had those very often, but I agree, those are very good. I think it's just I like dark chocolate. Like, I could probably eat the most of really dark chocolate in terms of my stomach not getting upset. The problem is that I have a thing, and I think that's neurospicy related, where if something has a really strong taste, I will not want to eat too much of it, like, in one go. Because then I also get nauseous. So with, like, really dark chocolate, I really enjoy the fact that it has such a strong taste, but it also means that I can only eat a little bit of it. But then with milk chocolate, it has a way milder taste, but because it's so, like, creamy, I can still not eat a lot of it because then I'll get nauseous. You cannot tolerate dark chocolate, as in you don't like it, or you actually, like, actively cannot tolerate it, like, it will make you sick. Can physically hurt me? Yeah, no, literally. I almost put the hoe in the bone meal machine. That's not the right place, bro. Okay. So let's take 2 stacks. Well, yeah. Let's take... Well, no. I still have some. Wow. I doubted so much. And then I was like, no, I still have some at home. I don't have to take everything. I might quickly... Hold on. Just gonna get, like, a bunch of glowberries from these vines. Okay, that gave me 14. I think for now that's enough, but then I have just, like, a little stack that we can take with us. So that we can start a little glowberry farm closer to where we're gonna build. I might sleep through the night again, because I don't know how many nights it's been, but because I'm alone on the server, I don't really have to think about if people are gonna sleep. So I can just sleep through the night. If there's more people playing, like, half of us have to sleep, and then constantly people are like, oh, can we sleep? Can we sleep? But now because I'm alone, it's actually kind of comfortable. I don't have to take into account what other people are doing. Okay, so Lush Cave, I'm gonna take the moss. I will leave the glowberries here for now. I was gonna take this, but oh, see, now it ran out. That's why I stayed here originally. Where's my iron? Huh? Did I just put that in a chest? When there are more people, does that mean... So you can sleep, but half of the people on the server need to sleep for the night to actually pass. So you can just go lay in your bed, but nothing will happen. Where did I put my iron? In the furnace below it, Ro? Wow. I am so awake right now. Okay. I had more bone meal in my mob drop chest. I think. Yeah. Okay. Not a lot, though, because I have a lot of bones, so I can just make my own bone meal as well. Because if you get skellies, you can also make bone meal with that. Ooh, that actually gave me a lot of bone meal. Holy shit. Perfect. Okay, I will not take everything with me then. Okay, now I don't feel so bad anymore for taking a bunch. I will put the excess food in my little fridge. I love how I just put it in a different furnace. That's so me. That's so ADHD of me. Um, Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Oh, hi, horse. Hello. So as promised, I will show you guys what my house looks like. Let me see if I can find a good spot where you can actually see the foundation. And then we're going to turn the texture pack off, okay? Yes, of course. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your time zone. Okay, we might actually... You can't see it as much anymore because it used to have a really clear line of sight, but then I put, like, trees and everything up. I guess from here you'll be able to see it. Okay, do you see that, like, really cute stone over there? Yeah. Resource packs. I was gonna reload. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Okay. No, it's not my horse. Look, this is our farm. Everything looks so saturated. I like the grass, but that's a texture pack as well. The way that the grass now looks is not how it should look by default, but I have another texture pack that also overrides grass. But yeah. It's not, it's not a sleigh. I actually don't hate it around the roof. Like with the pink, that actually is not super bad. But as the foundation, it's terrible. Also, this is what bone meal looks like by default. This is what the menu and all of my armor and everything looks by default. Like, I hate it. Like, the texture pack for Mizuno changes so much. I will show you what the inside of my build looks like. Oh, look. More meat. Look how ugly my door looks with this, with, like, vanilla textures. Welcome to my definitely not so whimsical storage room anymore. Look at how ugly chests are. And look at how ugly the glass is. How ugly these lights are. These lights are actually really beautiful with my texture pack. So ugly in default Minecraft. So yeah. There's one thing we're doing. We're gonna put Mizuno's back on. It has to be on the third slot, otherwise it messes with my other things. Yes, thank you for getting why I hate vanilla. See, everything looks so much softer and gentler and, like, prettier. This is the first time you see Minecraft with vanilla textures. Yeah, I'm sorry you had to witness that. I'm sorry I did that to you guys. That I forced you to watch that. Okay. So, practical problem. I want to get an area where we can make, like, our little moss farm. So we can go a little bit wild on the moss, right? Like, we need to get a lot of it. Oh. Okay, that's a dirt hole. I've seen one. That's a creeper hole if I've seen one. Obviously, I don't want to destroy any land or place that we still want to build. And I don't want to go too close to where we're actually staying because that will just ruin the vibe. But at the same time, I also don't want to stray too far away from home because then we're going to have to walk a lot, which I also don't want to do. So, me only playing vanilla. Well, I guess this is your call to start using texture packs. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Um, trying to find like because these all have caves underneath, which is going to be so annoying when we actually try to mine the. Oh, that's a big cave. When we try to mine the moss, because then we're immediately stuck in a cave. I actually don't know if does anyone know this? Does stone turn to moss? I think it might only be dirt. There's some free iron there. You cannot. I mean, you can have a bathroom in Minecraft if you wanted to. I think you're quite far behind on the stream, Nymphleora, because as you're saying this, I've already ventured out of my house like 5 minutes ago, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I just wanted you to know. Um, could it be that you're watching on mobile? Stone does turn to moss? Okay. Well, then actually, maybe, because this is one of those ravines that we're absolutely never going to use. It's quite far away from home. Oh, I was using my silk touch. That's not really necessary. Just getting some free XP and some free iron. Thank you. Let's go. These are more torches to light up our area. At this point, our area is well lit up, but anyways. But if stone does turn to moss, it's just that this area is also, it's a bit narrow, you know? I'm like trying to find a spot where I can go a little bit ham without needing to immediately, I don't know, find yet another spot to go. But I guess this is such a random small patch of jungle. Oh, it's actually not a small patch. It's a really big jungle. But that means there's wolves here, which is good to know. It's good to know that we have wolves here. You know what? Well, no, I actually shouldn't go here because this might be the entrance to our theme park. So if I go here, yeah, no, I'm gonna hate my life if I do that. And it's getting nighttime, which means that mobs are gonna spawn here. And this is the area that I have not lit up, so I don't think it's worth staying. Because I haven't really found a good spot here anyways, so... You're on computer? Oh. That is frustrating. Oh my god. Oh, that's actually water. Cute. Okay, let's get back to the area where we do have some torches, because I'm not looking forward to Mob Fest, to be honest. I might just use this area, to be honest, because it's so close to my house. That why not? Also, I can give a quick tour of the house now it's nighttime and we're actually going to go to bed anyways. And then we can just start our little moss farm over there. Again, it's like... It's close enough. We're probably never going to look there anyways. Okay, so house tour. Actually, that's the back door. So if you come from the main farm area, we have a nice little wraparound porch with a bin. And just some cozy decoration. We have our watch cat. who makes sure that no creepers come in. And you can hang your coat. We have like a little curtain too, so that you can hang things behind it. A little hallway table with some paintings. And then this is our living room area. So we have a bookcase, but we don't have a lot of books yet. We will add those later. We have another kitty chilling here. This is just like a little table situation thingy. This is our living room area with 2 sofas and 2 of our other cats who continuously half sit on the sofa. I don't know why they do that. Oh, now you're okay. Sure. You do you, besties. This is our little kitchen with our sink and our stove, and this is actually our fridge. This is where all of our food is. We have another little hallway table with some it looks a little bit like Seuss. Not really. This is not really Seuss, but close enough, I guess. There is actually a cat that looks exactly like Seuss. We do have an actual Toot, though. She's sitting on my cat tree. And that was originally where my storage room was, but I took it away because it was too small. Then off of the side here, we have our enchanting setup, aka the library. This is where you can enchant your tools. It's our little magic room. And then if you go up to the attic, this is where the bedroom is. So I have like nice little painting with 2 planties, and then I have a double bed so we can have sleepovers with our friends. And then I just go to sleep. Whee! And yeah, that's the house basically. And then from here, we have like our back doors that have our little path to our bridge, to our dirt bridge that eventually leads to the place where we're going to build. And it has our path to our storage room, which is the build that you've already seen like a couple of times. And we also have like our little sneak in between paths that will go down to the farms as well. And basically that is it. Yeah, the flowery doors. That's also the texture pack. Because without the texture pack, those doors do not look that pretty. But look, this is what that door looks like. So those are the dark pink one. And then we have the flowery doors. The storage room house looks magical. Thank you. That's the vibe I wanted to go for. I actually went into the nether by myself to get the warped wood. I was very proud of myself for doing that because I was a little bit scared. Thank you for the uptime reminder. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's actually see if our iron thingy is still going, because then I can add our new iron in there. It is still going. Slay. I will add that into my chest. Okay, I said I was gonna go back there for the moss, so by yourself, I know. I mean, to be fair, I, at this point, exactly knew where our nether spawn was gonna be. And I knew that, if I was wearing gold, the area where we spawn is safe. Love the eating sound. It's good, isn't it? Honestly, this patch over here, this, like, little hill, because the nice thing about a hill is that it's probably at least 3 or 4 layers of dirt. It's gonna be good. I mean, if stone also turns to moss, that is fine, but I think if we start here at the top, this is gonna be a really good spot. Look how fast that goes. We are just creating moss. Hello? Just about to say. I know, bone mealing moss genuinely feels like fairy magic. It's very satisfying to do as well. And then we're just gonna mine everything out. That's why I was saying, like, I need an area that we can destroy. Because I'm gonna basically take away all the moss that I'm creating right now. But that's gonna obviously leave, like, a ginormous weird hole. Flowering azalea. Like, these ones, the pink ones, those are the ones that I really want, because those turn into really beautiful trees. Okay, I accidentally bone mealed the grass. That's not really what I wanted, but sure. Yay, another pink one. Slay. Um, keep accidentally bone mealing the grass. Do you guys like it? Do you think it's... Do you think it feels magical? But I was actually thinking I might do this with the floor in the fairy forest itself. In like little parts as well. Basically the parts where we're gonna build the wall. Around that, I would like to get some moss growing as well. And then we can customize a little bit more. So I don't know if I'll do it with the bone meal trick, but... Oh, there's carpet on there. There we go. Okay, at one point we're gonna have to start digging it out. So that we see how much we have. Because obviously, there is a limit to how much moss I need, you know? For now, at least. Okay, this is a lot of moss. Let's continue down here. Okay, we went through... Let's basically max out this stack of bone meal. Like this 29. And then start harvesting it. That's already... Oh no, Lysira, that's so frustrating. I'm so sorry. Stop bone mealing grass, Ro. It's so useless. Okay, at this point, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Sometimes there's like a carpet on there, so you can't really bone meal it. There we go. I'm absolutely gonna destroy this entire part of land when we're taking out this this moss part. It's gonna be crazy. I took one of my morning meds 10 minutes ago. Oopsie. Hey, it happens, you know. It happens. Okay, that was all of the moss I had now. I'm just gonna destroy all the dirt around it as well, because otherwise it's gonna be really hard for me to see. Do I pick up the flowering azaleas that way? Yes, okay. Perfect. And do I pick up the mossy carpets that way? Yes, perfect, because I definitely want to get that as well. Yet again, proof as to why I said I need a place that I can absolutely destroy. Because with this shovel, nothing is staying. Oh, we're gonna get so much moss. This is perfect. We can just start calling this Moss Mountain, and then every single time we need some more, we can just come back here and destroy it further. I'm also really happy that we're getting so many flowering azaleas and moss carpet and stuff. Because we're definitely going to use that for decoration as well. Because I feel like moss, for some reason, is giving, like, the most magical vibes. Like, out of almost all blocks in Minecraft, I feel like moss is the most whimsical. I know Amber's probably also gonna use a lot of moss. I don't know about Meggie yet, to be honest. Meggie has told me the vision for the build that she wants to do, but it's inspired by something I've only seen, like, on videos, never IRL. Also, Stacy, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Exactly, Moss Mountain until it's Moss Crater. Which it's definitely turning into right now. Oh, I'm happy that I picked a spot that we really genuinely do not care about, because then I also don't feel like I have to clean it up later, you know? Also welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. Also, imagine trying to do this with a bad shovel. We have, like, a shovel with high efficiency, so this goes pretty quickly. But this would be such a shitty job if we had a bad shovel. Also, it's already turning into nighttime. Considering that this is not a well-lit up area, I don't think I want to hang out here. I should have taken a bed that I could have just gone to sleep right here. Now I'm gonna have to walk back to my house. So at this point, it's like, I'm not afraid of the mobs, but I also don't really look forward to, like, fighting them all night. And I think we have too much moss here to wait it out. Like, I have too much that I still need to dig up. And I think... Oops, I reloaded my shaders. Oh, I was like, oh, my inventory is getting full, but that's actually not too bad yet. When you try to stay up, you run around and do things because, if I sit, it's done and over. Wait, what do you mean? Okay, let's leave the moss crater for now. Go to our safe area. We're leaving quite some moss blocks, but I don't think they'll despawn if we quickly go to sleep. I think blocks despawn in 5 minutes? Ah! For tips of staying awake. That's actually a good question. Yeah, indeed, like, doing active things usually helps. Moving. Thank you for the uptime reminder. Whee! Considering it's Friday and energy drinks help too, that depends. If you have a neurodivergent brain, caffeine might actually make you more sleepy. So you have to kind of know how you respond to caffeine. I know that caffeine for me practically does nothing. Oh, there's an Enderman. Wouldn't mind if you just, like, stay there so I don't have to look at you. All it does is trigger your migraines. Oh, that sucks. It sucks that it, like, actively triggers something bad, because then you can also not just have it to enjoy it. Because, like, I know that, for instance, caffeine doesn't do anything for me, but I will enjoy having a Red Bull because I like it. I guess I'm lucky. Yeah, it doesn't work for... Like, it's not that specifically if you have a neurodivergent brain, it doesn't work. It's just if you have a neurodivergent brain, stimulants, which caffeine is one of them, could potentially trigger a sleep response rather than a stay-awake response. For me, it doesn't do anything. So it doesn't keep me awake. It also doesn't really make me sleepy. It doesn't make me more focused either. It just makes me exist like any other drink. I will still have it for, like, when I'm tired, for the placebo effect, because I'm pretty sure that I've convinced myself that it does anything, but if I realistically look at it, it doesn't really do anything. Okay. We're slowly getting somewhere. I think I've got most of the moss blocks from here. I think I'm gonna have to focus on actually picking them up, though, because otherwise they are gonna despawn. And I don't want that. Even though with the amount that I have right now, I can quite easily create more. It'd still be a little bit of a waste, I guess. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. Okay. Let's continue at the top, because on my map, it's showing that there's like a bunch of blocks I haven't picked up, but I don't really see them, so I guess we should be fine. So much in Minecraft is like grindy bits, like resource gathering like this, and then you're like, oh, why am I doing this? And then when you actually see your build come together, you're like, oh, that's why I did that. That's why I grinded all this stupid moss, because it's gonna look really pretty and I'm gonna like it. Okay, I am running out of inventory space, though. I should have emptied my pockets when we walked back to our house earlier. I didn't. I can probably toss out a bunch of seeds that I've picked up with breaking all the grass. From caffeine, but you mostly notice how quiet your head gets. Yeah. That's my therapist actually said that as well. She was like, well, maybe Red Bull does do something for you. It doesn't make you sleepy. It doesn't make you super awake. But it is a stimulant, just like ADHD meds. So probably the reason why I like Red Bull this much, like why my brain triggers on it so much, is because it kind of does the same as ADHD meds are supposed to do. It makes my brain really quiet, which is why I thoroughly enjoy drinking Red Bull. Because it does, in a way, make me function better. Temporarily, of course, just like meds. But considering that it also contains a fuck ton of sugar, it usually also creates sort of this, like, annoying crash after. Which is what we don't want, so it's kind of the balance of how much do you take, like, what is worth it. Okay, let's actually put all of our moss. Look at how much we got. And we have so many azaleas, so many flowering azaleas. This is perfect. All of our plants can go in here. I had a whole stack of bone meal left. Let's put that in here, actually. We have 3 stacks of bone meal. Let's freaking go. Has no inner monologue. I know. I cannot imagine that, but Scott has that a little bit. Like, for instance, okay, so Scott, I think, has inner monologue, but when he's reading, he doesn't hear. There's, like, no voice when he reads. And I'm like, what do you mean there's no voice when you read? Of course, like, it doesn't even have to be your own voice, but there's, like, you hear something, right? And he's like, nope. I do not understand that. Like, that, like, I cannot even fathom how, like, what that feels like, what that sounds like, how that works. But he kind of has the same with me. Like, he cannot imagine some things that I experience. Which is funny because sometimes I think that he experiences them too. He just doesn't use the same words to describe it that way. But then he describes it a different way. And I'm like, yeah, but that's exactly what I mean. And he's like, no, it's different. I'm like, okay. Like, for instance, he says that he doesn't get overwhelmed with, like, different inputs. And, like, stimuli. He's like, no, I don't get overwhelmed like you do. But then when we go to the supermarket and it's busy, especially when he's tired, he will, like, get really stressed. And then he's like, yeah, I always get so stressed when the supermarket is, like, so full and everyone is there and, like, no one is really making a choice and everyone's just standing in your way. And, like, and then, I don't know, like, the thing that you need, like, is out of stock and then you have to wait for them to refill it. And then they have like really stupid loud music, and I'm like, that sounds like you're overstimulated. And he's like, no, 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 it's not overstimulated. It's just like my annoyance with people. And I'm like, okay. Okay. Sure. It's just your annoyance with people. But like, he can handle it sometimes. Like sometimes it's super busy in a supermarket and he's fine and like he doesn't care. But then like other days he struggles so bad, and usually that's on days where he's like tired or, you know, a bit sick, or I don't know, he's like he has stress or anything. So I'm like, probably because you struggle to handle everything. It's like, no, it's not related. I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna push him if he doesn't feel like it that makes sense to him, then that doesn't. It's just funny because sometimes I still use things that work for me to sort of regulate it. And then he's like, oh my God, that was so nice. How did you know how to do that? And I'm like, well, well, funnily enough, the thing that I just did, I told him for like months and months and months. Also, thank you for the uptime. Since it's Friday, I have a little bit more time, so I'll just finish this like moss project before but for months and months and months, I told him, get noise canceling earbuds, like the Apple AirPods. Just get them. Like, get the AirPods Pro. It is worth it. Yes, oh my God, pillagers again? Bitches. Oh, these ones attack, all right. There we go. That was 2 pillagers in one stream. What? Who even am I? And staying up late, just a little bit. Scott is out with friends, so I'm home alone. So, I mean, if I stop streaming, I'm probably gonna game until he comes home. I'll just continue gaming. So I might as well finish this project for a little bit. You know, it's funner to hang out with you guys and game a little bit more anyways. But yeah, I told him, like, oh my God. See, that is why I wanted to find a good spot for the freaking moss pit, because imagine if I had fallen into that. Casually mining my moss. How about now? Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. There we go. Scary. I know. Just like a casual lava pit of death. Like, no thank you. I just killed pillagers twice in one stream. I think that's enough. Also, did he drop? He dropped another banner. So we can do more decoration of our victories in our house. Please don't die. That would be embarrassing. I think at this point, I don't know if I'm actually gonna win it. But there is one of the goals, or like one of the things that you can get points for, is the least deaths. And at this point, I haven't died. I think I might have died like once. Whoa, maybe not, Ro. Maybe don't brag about how you haven't died and then almost die. Lol. Okay. Considering it is getting dark again and I can't see shit and there is lava underneath here. Let's just... When you fell with... Oh, yeah. I think that's my only death on the server. That's not even a joke. I think that's legit my only death on the server. Maybe I've died, like, on one of the first nights. But I don't think that I even died. Like, I don't think so. I will probably die another time. Like a really stupid moment, but... More moss. More moss. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to move this over. Because we have more moss. Look at the amount of moss we got, chat. And flowering azaleas and normal azaleas. Oh, this is turning out... This moss trip, like, yes, it was a lot of work, but it's perfect. And we have a little bit more to go tomorrow. Just gonna clean out my inventory again. And let's hang up our second thing. And I will put this in here. I don't know if I will use those, like, at one point. I actually don't know. I don't think I can put it up there. I'll just hang it next to my ender chest. So Amber died twice, and Rose 0 times. Thank you, thank you. Yes, I agree with that statement, 100%. I'm actually surprised we didn't die when we did the Bastion. Like, I kind of expected that we would have, died at the Bastion. But we did that so calmly together. And to be fair, if I had just fallen into that lava pit, there was, like, parts where I could have gotten out of it. So I think I wouldn't even have died. I would have probably taken damage, but I don't think I would have died. Oh my god. See, that's what you get for staying out late at night. All of the mobsies will die on you. They will all spawn and then just die and perish. I will take those bones, thank you. The Bastion was so impressive. Thank you. Yeah, I felt actually pretty, I felt pretty good that day about our little adventure because I have never raided a Bastion before. Like, no joke. Because that shit scares the living crap out of me. Like, to be honest, I avoid the nether altogether. The fact that Amber actually did a whole nether trip by herself to get netherite is still... Like, that just amazes me. I don't think I will ever do that. I've also just fully accepted I'm not gonna get full netherite armor. And I know that you can get, like, a lot of points with netherite, but I've just accepted that I'm not gonna get those points. I am not invested enough in getting netherite. Bye, Lena. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope you have some really good sleeps. Okay, there's only, like, a couple of random, like, moss blocks left. Here and there. So I'll just get those. And then I think our little moss adventure is done. Our little moss venture. So to say. I think there are still some moss blocks sort of chilling around here. Yeah. Hello? There we go. It's annoying when there's, like, these little holes that are created where blocks just sort of sit. There's another flowering azalea here, which I will definitely not leave. Thank you. Okay, well, that's our destroyed area. Happy we don't have to go back here. Because I think with the moss, like the amount that we have now, we should be able to do quite some things. Pardon? Exactly. Something that I might quickly want to do, like as a little finals, like tail end of the stream, is because we did all this work, right, for all the mossy blocks, I want to show you my vision. Like, I want to show you why we did this. And how you nearly died in lava. Wait, what? Just now, you mean? But I want to quickly show you, like, the vision of why I am doing all of this. Oh, nearly dived? Yeah. I'm happy that I didn't actually, though. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a bunch of moss. Do I actually have stone? I do have a couple of stones, not a lot. Oh, I have a couple of mossy stones already. Hold on. Let me get this in here. Get this in here. Do this. And then get half of this. No, I don't see. Okay. Half of this. Um, there we go. There we go. Okay, so the vision for what I want to do for our wall. Where am I gonna place this? Maybe maybe I'll go next to the sign. I shall go next to our little sign that we made. There's an entire underwater cave there. It's fun. Also, sorry, I just realized this song. I hate it. And every single time I hate it, we're like 2 minutes into a 6-minute song that I hate. But at the same time, fairies. Yeah, no, but I get that. I totally get that. Okay, so the vision for the wall would be to have like moss at the bottom. Okay, I'm just realizing this right now. We're gonna need so much more moss. Because I just realized I would have to do this around the entire perimeter of the park. That's fine. And then sometimes like already get like 1 or 2 bricks in here. And then basically do a layer of stone brick. Maybe sometimes go like this. And then maybe, I don't know, like sometimes also have just like a mossy block. And like this. And then from there, we would like go up. Ooh, didn't mean to do that one. And then we would just go and like transition into normal stone. And then I was thinking, we could also like, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on. We could like make sure that the floor around, is, hold on. I want to pick that up. Is like moss with a tad of stone. Moss dirt is more prominent on the top. Yeah, but I don't like how that looks. Because I'm literally using it to transition from the grass into like a stone wall. So that's probably more realistic, but I don't think I like how that looks. Wouldn't be too tall. So what I'm thinking is probably 4 tall like this. Because if we're gonna add like little towers to it, the towers would probably be 6 tall. Hold on. I'm just gonna try to make like a little mock-up wall. Oh. Okay, obviously I would probably also place like some dirt at the bottom there, but or some moss, I mean. Oh, we're gonna have to take that away quickly. Okay, I don't have enough thing, but I would oh wait, I think I would have to make the tower. Will you do battlements? What are that? I think the towers need to be bigger than having one in the middle, because if I want to do the thing where it's like one that's taller, one that's not taller. I don't know if that's called battlements, but I knew I could make that jump. We would have to have a tower that's wider. But that's, I think, okay because I wanted to make the wall too wide anyways. And then I might just do moss only on the inside. Like that sort of layer of moss that brings the transition. But we're still going to need a lot more moss because if I want to have it in the wall. Whereas like teeth, yes, that's what I was planning to. I don't have enough materials right now to actually mimic that, but I think if the wall is 4 high and then the towers are like 6 high at the highest point and 5 high at the then it's going to be like small towers. And if we do a wall then and we want to make doors into the wall, we could go like this and actually add like some detailing up here, like maybe some stairs. And then the doors are still too high so you can still walk through it. Because I think in some places we're going to have to make like sort of little back entrances because otherwise every single time we're building, we're going to have to walk all around our own wall, which is slightly annoying, I think. But seeing this, I'm realizing the vast scale of moss that I'm going to need for this project. So I probably will have to do some more moss grinding. Although I might just already make a start for myself. Just so that I can gauge a little bit better how much moss I will actually need. See, this is why I like that I placed barrels here. Because now I can just leave this for now. So I don't have to take it with me. But yeah. Also, hi, Steph. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Maybe before I wrap up stream, one quick final look at the board. The wall around the park, we have worked on that a little bit today, right? Like that's definitely happening because we just need it to mark our area. The entrance, can we do like a little bit of brainstorming? I personally think there are 2 options for the entrance. Either over here, because that's basically where it connects to our house right now. So we could do like a big entrance gate over here. And that would also mean that you enter sort of in the middle of the park. Then you can go either over here and then like take the bridge into Snow White and the dwarfs, the fairy tree, and like the cave that goes to Amber. Or you can go right and you can go into the fairy forest part, like where you will like have a little walking route that looks very magical and where you will run into like different places or like different pieces of fairy tales. That's option number 1. Option number 2 is going all the way over here. Like actually going to basically the opposite direction, which means that our actual entrance is like facing away. These bushes, these firefly bushes make noise and sometimes it's really confusing. But then like the entrance would actually be away from our base. Meaning that going to Amber would be sort of like at the back of our like at the back of our theme park. That's what I'm trying to say. And then our pathway would be leading to some sort of like a back entrance somewhere. That is the other option. What do you guys think? Should it be here or should it be here? So option 1 or option 2? Let me know what you guys think. I would say make it to where there is like a flow where it goes from your build to hers. Oh, but that's not the option, Lasira. Because this is option number 2. And going to Amber's build is over here. So that would mean that the entrance is like all across the park. I like that 2 is like a story. You travel through all of them rather than options. True, you would have to... We could make like an actual route that you would have to walk to travel through all of them before you get to where you can go to Amber's. I do think the thing is we have like a little bit more of a straight area here, so we could do a bit more of like a grand entrance. The thing is, we're connecting to Amber's from this corner anyways. Like, that is happening simply because we have the cave over here, and that is already, like, a logical connection. Um... Also, I love how I went all around this, but I just completely forgot to light up this part. And this part. But yeah, we can make it grand. I like that. And then basically what we're going to do is we're going to wall around the park. We're going to do a big entrance. We're going to do Rapunzel's Tower for sure, because I just feel really inspired for that build. The custom paths with the mushies we're definitely going to do as well. I think after we've marked out some areas for builds, we can sort of already start to connect it with paths and decide how the trees and stuff will go around it. And then we're going to have to go and get mushroom blocks so we can do mushies. Snow White's house is going to happen in this area. The mines for the 7 dwarves is going to happen in this area. So basically this entire area is going to be dedicated to that fairy tale. This is going to be where I built the custom fairy tale tree. I think Rapunzel's tower might be like a really cool build to sort of have in the middle somewhere, because it's going to be like a taller tower. So it's kind of going to be cool if you can see that from different points in the fairy tale park. Yes, that's the idea, Steph. That's exactly, look, I found this cave, which just happens to naturally be here. So this is exactly where I am going to build the entrance, which is going to be like the part of the 7 dwarves, and then that's where the roller coaster to Amber is going to be. So that's connected into the theme park. And then this little patch of dirt is where we're going to make like a really big fairy tree. Or like a fairy tale tree, because in the Efteling, they have one with like a face in it that tells stories. I might see if I can do some fun work with custom discs and stuff, but again, we have so limited time, so that we're just gonna have to take it step by step. I think that means that the first entire row are already things we're doing for sure. And then basically anything below it are all options. I think lemonade stand and chicken shop and stuff like that, and a pumpkin field with a carriage and stuff, like, are all relatively straightforward. So I think those are builds that would be kind of cool. We will get a copy of the world. Yes. I think I saw that from season 1. There will be a copy made of the world before they remove it. Doing the weeding in the garden at 9 p.m. time where I am, because the will to do it took her. Yep. Hollebolle Gijs. I don't know how to recreate that. Like, I would love to, but I genuinely do not know how to do Hollebolle Gijs in Minecraft. So what I have on the board right now are all things that I'm like, oh, I actually have a sort of a vision for how I think we should be doing this, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I do think that this is the time that I'm gonna stream for today, because I've already gone over time for like half an hour, which is fine because it's Friday, and like I said, I'm home alone. But I'm gonna see who we can raid. A giant beanstalk would work well to connect. Oh, Maggie is no longer going to be building on the mountain though. She has moved. So she is now in the bay, basically close to Amber. So Amber will have connecting waters with Maggie. So if you want to go from my theme park to Maggie, you would have to go through Amber's. Which I think is okay. Like, that's fine. This is literally so cute. I'm so glad that all of you are enjoying all of this Minecraft. Let's see who is live also playing some Minecraft, and then we can go say hi. I love a good group project, me too. It's been so fun. Um, let's see if any of my friends are mining and crafting. Oh my god. I don't really have a lot of people that are mining and crafting today. Okay. Well, do I have anyone that I just really like raiding because I want to hang out there? Um, do you want to go raid someone who is also on GIRLYPOP? She's currently not playing Minecraft. She's playing Palia, but she does play on this server with me, so she is like part of the GIRLYPOP crew. I think that might actually be nice. The funny thing is this is someone that I originally rated when we were both playing Sims. That's how we found each other. It turned out we had like a lot of mutuals. And we then sort of like stayed in touch. And we've actually met at TwitchCon. And then we ended up on a Minecraft server together. And it turns out we play a lot of the same games, which is just so funny because I literally found her in the Sims category when I was raiding someone that I hadn't like I was doing a random raid basically. Um, but you guys will absolutely love it in her stream as well. Also for those of you who don't know Palia, Palia is a wonderful game. So cozy, so lovely. Actually has for me personally a lot of like same sentiments or feeling as Minecraft. Very different graphic style. Um, there is no like monsters, you cannot die. But so it's like if you like the adventuring part of Minecraft and you like sort of the crafting part and the farming part and stuff like that of Minecraft, but you also like the multiplayer aspect, then Palia might actually be perfect for you. So I would love if you guys can get introduced to it if you don't know it yet. If you're hanging out here, I don't know if any of the mods are still here, so I'll just I d- I don't know. I think a lot of the mods went to sleep. I think Lucira is still here. I just posted Discord. Hee hee. Oh, and Esther is also still here. Lol. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I wasn't sure. I was like, I've gone overtime. I don't know if you guys have gone to bed. And Hollow is also still here. Oh my goodness. All of you are still awake. Let's freaking go. I was like, I don't want to assume that you guys all stayed awake for me. Or not just necessarily for me, but that you didn't go to bed. But thank you for those follows. I appreciate it. Thank you all so much for completing the daily goals today. Thank you for all of that support and generosity. I really appreciate it. The links to all of my socials and all my channels were just posted in chat. So if you're hanging out here and you want to check out any of the prior VODs from different games that I've played, if you want to follow me on any of my other socials, if you want to ever know anything about me, basically everything is always on my website. Like that's where I post all the mod packs and stuff that I have for Minecraft and like any link that you could ever want to know about me, I try to update everything on my website. I will be back next week, so no streams over the weekend. But next week, Monday, is my 4-year stream anniversary, and we are going to be celebrating with a 12-hour stream, of which we start with a 6-hour co-working segment, and then we move into 6 hours of gaming. And I've actually come up with a really fun plan for The Sims. So we're going to be playing The Sims. And I realized I'm going on holiday. So that would be the perfect time to make a shell challenge. So I'm going to make a celebratory shell challenge to celebrate 4 years on Twitch. And then you guys can work on the shell so that we can do shell tours when I come back from holiday. Because that's also when GIRLYPOP is done. So then all of a sudden I'm left with like no project. So I figured, you know what? We're gonna do 6 hours go working, then we're gonna create a shell challenge and work on it ourselves, and then you guys can work on the shell challenge while I'm away, and then we can do tours when I can come back. So that's what we're gonna do. It will also be a little like sub-oriented stream to see if we can unlock more sub emotes or emote slots through subs. I have a bunch of sub goals. I'll set everything up. I'll set up a custom like sub discount for the channel. I'm gonna post like all the information you need to know on Sunday with the schedule. Like I always post my schedule on Sunday, but this time it's gonna include like all the extra info as well. And yeah, if you want to come hang out, I would love to see you. Other than that, I think my schedule for next week is pretty normal. Um, so we have a long stream on Monday, but other than that, just co-working on Tuesday. Stream on Wednesday evening, co-working on Thursday, gaming stream on Friday. We're gonna be fighting the Ender Dragon on GIRLYPOP next week, Friday. So yeah, if you wanna come hang out, I'd love to see you there. And we're gonna go say hi to Tori. So if you're gonna come along on this raid, feel free to copy and paste one of the raid messages. Um, that we have. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Um, like I said, Tori is playing some Palia and also is with me on the GIRLYPOP server. And if you're subscribed to the channel, you can get either the hugs or the booties, and otherwise you can get the little green leaves so that we can share some love with Tori because she is awesome. And yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have an absolutely amazing weekend wherever you are in the world, whether you have a little bit more of the Friday left or whether it's also time to go to sleep. And I'll see you guys next week.